Gators have cranked it up here, and Vanderbilt's having all kinds of problems with this Florida press.
Hey, get the score as close as you can. There's still the 1 seed on the line, and I don't know how much they weigh these scores into that analysis, but you don't want to be blown out either way, and who knows, maybe a few more turnovers, we give ourselves a chance.
Yeah, it's a 6-0 run now for the Gators, and seemingly now points off turnovers has started to look a little better in that column. It's still 22-14 in favor of Vanderbilt. So, again, you're going to start counting possessions here. 2:22 to go. Lee, the Gators, here's the reset. I guess let's go with that. Vanderbilt has 3 timeouts available. Florida only 1. Both teams are in the double bonus the rest of the way. The arrow belongs to Florida. And so that's kind of the guidelines here, or the measurements that we have to go with down the stretch.
Let's get a couple threes back to back. Get it under 10.
It's going to take
you never know.
Yep. Out of the timeout, Vanderbilt sends it into Miles. Goes out of the trap to Okereke. He turns and dribbles across half court. So 2:19 to go. And at what point do the Gators foul? Out of a trap, they throw a backdoor. Tanner's got it, and he scores a layup. That came all the way from the left front court. I mean, you're over pursuing your trapping. And that may have sealed it for the Commodores with 2 minutes to play. 86-70. Hawk passed up the 3 up top. Hands it off to Lee. Somebody's got a fire here. 1:54 to go. Lee fell down with the dribble. Stolen by Tanner. Foot race to the other end. Tanner peels off wing left. Elects to wait for some help and kills some clock. Bounce pass out to Miles with 1:42 to go. They throw a backdoor and wide open again as Okereke, who catches and dunks. Now it's done. 88-70 with 1:34 to play. Been an un-Gator-like weekend here in Nashville. Florida goes 1-1 and a foul.
Foul charge to Tyler Tanner.
Tanner tried to hook his man and steal to go the other end.
Florida in the double bonus.
So Houck will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Once again, the regular season champ will not win the SEC tournament. That is more common than not in the last 29 years of this gathering.
Last year we knocked off I don't know if we knocked off the number 1 seed. Beat Tennessee in the final. Auburn was the 1 seed, I believe.
Yes, they were. Inbound to Washington. Down to Okereke up the right sideline. He's the one that's nervous in the trap. Does get it across to Nickel with 1:16 to go. 88-72. Houck with 19 points to lead Florida after they made free throws. Houck defending Tanner. Pushed him. Tanner was falling back toward the half-court stripe. That's 4 on Houck, and Vanderbilt's going to the line with 1:06 to play. Well, we talked about their guards. Tanner was 17, Miles with 15. They couldn't have been more efficient. They combined for 15 assists to go along with those 32 combined points.
They were great out of the pick and roll.
Yeah.
Getting into the paint, kicking it out to shooters. And he knocked down the shots.
.71 points yesterday for the Gators, 72 today. Florida had come into the game averaging over 87 points a game, and they're still on their way to the highest point per game average in program history. Under a minute to go. Houck wing right, steps through a double, pass to Condon. Condon attacks the rim and goes there for a dunk. They concede the dunk to Condon, who's at 13 points. Full-court pressure by the Gators. Tanner gets it across, and he's fouled by Isaiah Brown right on the logo. So Tanner will go back to the line with 45.1 seconds remaining.
Second personal foul.
Boy, a lot of fouls called in this game. 19 aside. Actually, 20 now against the Gators. 19 total fouls against Vanderbilt.
Vandy missed. They're 20 for 22 We played them last, and if he makes this one, it'll be 2022 again.
Free throw good for Tanner. So the Gators grabbed a regular season championship. They're unable to defend their SEC tournament title. And now, tomorrow we'll find out how they begin defense of their national championship title. And a turtle by Lee. Miles dribbled across and will not go to the rim. So it's 91-74. Vanderbilt's on their way to the championship game. The Commodores and Gators will split their two meetings this season. One regular season, one postseason. The Commodores go to 26-7 overall. The Gators will fall to 26-7 overall. And Florida will lose for the first time since January 24th. At home to Auburn. 12 straight wins for the Gators. And Tom Golden will go shake hands with Mark Byington. And the final horn sounds. And the final score, Vanderbilt 91, Florida 74. The Gators now will go home to await Selection Sunday and find out who's next after 6 p.m. tomorrow night. We're back here to Nashville in just a moment on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Okay, let's see. Spring brings?
Flowers.
Nope. Oh, allergies. Nuh-uh.
Oh, deals on the entire Toyota lineup at the Ready, Set, Go event.
Bingo.
Get $1,500 in loyalty cash bonus on a new Toyota Tacoma or Tundra Hybrid. Offer valid through March 31st, 2026. Offer entitles current Toyota truck customers to $1,500 loyalty cash bonus on a retail purchase or lease of new Tacoma or Tundra Hybrid vehicle. Cash may be used only towards a down payment or capitalized cost reduction on the new vehicle. See dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
To aim higher, to go faster, to push further. It's what elite athletes do, and UF Health is built from that same DNA. We don't just treat cancer, we advance breakthrough therapies. We don't just perform heart surgery, we invent procedures used worldwide. Like top athletes, we believe human progress has no finish line. UF Health, a national medical center for Team USA.
Gator Nation, this season it's time to act for the greener good. UF and GFL are making great strides to reduce our footprint, and you can help. Recyclable and compostable paper products, cups, straws, and food waste receptacles are available at the arena. Look for the signs and put it in the right can, Greener Gator fan. Think green as you cheer on the orange and blue. Call GFL at 352-377-0800 or visit us at gflenv.com. GFL, green for life.
It's game time, and as the Gators hoop action heat up, there's only one way to cool down. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Gators. Whether you're a rowdy reptile or watching it from the couch, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-buddy.
Welcome back to the Countdown to Tip-Off Show. Time now to take a trip around the Southeastern Conference with the SEC Report. Inside the Learfield Network Studios, here's Dan Kortz.
The Rebs still in Nashville and once again looking to spoil another party. Hello, everyone, and welcome inside the network studios as your Ole Miss Rebels take on the Arkansas Razorbacks in the SEC Tournament semifinals. We'll take a look around the SEC, presented by Country Pleasin' Sausage. Score updates are brought to you by Country Pleasin', the official sausage of Ole Miss. Check out our butcher shop at 330 Highway 49, Florence, Mississippi. Also find us at your local supermarket. First semifinal between the top seed Florida and the 4th seed Vanderbilt just concluded. There was some dynamite in the building.
Okereke looking low, skips it left. Bang, full head of steam, down the base. Oh, for a 2. Hello. Down.
I tell you what, Jalen Washington did a great job of sealing off. I think it was Chinlu right there. And then Bing, big-time strong move right there.
You could see that slam coming when he got a little lane down the baseline. Chandler Bing to the rack for a two-hand hammer.
Kevin Ingram, Tim Thompson on the call for Vanderbilt from Learfield. Vandy defeats Florida by a score of 91-74. to 74. Vandy had 5 players scoring in double figures, led by Tyler Tanner, who had 20 points on 8 of 10 shooting, 1 of 1 from beyond the arc, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and added 8 assists. Duke Miles, 15 points for the Doors. A.K. Okereke, 11 points. Devin McLaughlin with 12, and then Jalen Washington with 17, as Vanderbilt also got 26 points off the bench and 20 points in the paint and forced 14 turnovers on the Gators as well. They shot 55% from the floor, and Vanderbilt, off those 14 Florida turnovers, got 24 points. So the Vanderbilt will await the winner of our game between Ole Miss and Arkansas. We'll now go to what's going on in the rest of the country. Some auto bid. We'll stick with the games in progress first, then go to what's to come and what's final. As one final just happened, and Howard, winning the MEAC, gets a auto bid to the NCAA tournament. Semifinals of the Atlantic 10 tournament right now sees St. Louis holding on to a 1-point lead against Dayton, 64-63, with a minute to go in the second half. The second Ivy League semifinal sees Harvard leading Penn 40-36 with 12 and a half minutes to go in the second half. And then the first American semifinal between South Florida and Charlotte. South Florida, the top seed in that tournament in Birmingham, just got underway. Bulls up 9-2 now, 5 minutes in. Still to come, second Big Ten semifinal. We'll see Purdue take on UCLA. The second Atlantic 10 semifinal from Pittsburgh. We'll see St. Joe's take on VCU. The second American semifinal, Tulsa against Wichita State. Then the Big 12 final at 5 o'clock between Houston and Arizona. The Mountain West final will be at 5 between San Diego State and Utah State at Madison Square Garden at 5:30. UConn and St. John's in the Big East final at 6:30. The SWAC tournament final from South Metro Atlanta, Georgia. Prairie View A&M will take on Southern. And then the MAC final at 7 from Rocket Arena in Cleveland, Toledo, and Akron. And then also at 7:30, 2 finals, the ACC from Charlotte between Virginia and Duke, and the Conference USA final from Huntsville, Alabama, between Louisiana Tech and Kennesaw State. And then late tonight, the Big West final between Hawaii UC Irvine and the WAC final between Cal Baptist and Utah Valley. Other finals from earlier, the Big Ten semifinal one, as mentioned, from Chicago, saw Michigan, the top seed, taking on the 5 seed Wisconsin. This one a classic. Down to the wire we go towards the very end.
Timer at 10. Left elbow, Morrow with 8. Looks right to Johnson. Handoff Cadeau with 6. Drifting right corner. Guarded by Rapp. Over Yaks. Right wing 3 for the win. Oh, yeah!
Yes, sir. Michigan able to execute a shot.
They keep .3 on the clock. 68-65, Michigan. It took almost 80 minutes for Yaxel Lendeborg to make his impression on the Big Ten tournament, and the league's player of the year does it on a 3.
Brian Bush, Terry Mills on the call for Michigan from Learfield. Wolverines in the final with a 68-65 win over Wisconsin. The first Ivy League semifinal saw Yale, who has been perennially near the top of the Ivy League, defeat Cornell 88-76. And then the America East auto bid will go to UMBC, who defeated Vermont 74-59. That is your look around the SEC and the rest of the country. Ole Miss gets ready to meet Arkansas in the semifinals of the SEC tournament. We'll hear from head coach Chris Beard when we return. This is Ole Miss basketball from Learfield.
Trey Willis, point guard.
Marshall Jones, power forward.
Alex Philbin, small forward.
Hi, I'm Tim from C-Spire. Am I in the right place?
It always pays to have the right players on your team. That's why C-Spire gives you fiber-fast home internet, nationwide 5G wireless, and best-in-class business solutions, all backed by local 24/7 support. C-Spire, customer inspired.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And when you download the Kroger app, you can clip and save more with digital coupons every week. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you can enjoy more ways to save and more rewards every time you shop. So it's always easy to save big every day with savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
Your home for Rebels basketball. This is the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
Multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
How serious is youth vaping? Irreversible lung damage serious. 1 in 10 kids vape serious, which warrants a serious conversation from a serious parental figure like yourself. Not the seriously know-it-all sports dad or the seriously smart podcaster. It requires a serious conversation that is best had by you. No, seriously. The best person to talk to your child about vaping is you. To start the conversation, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Countdown to Tip-Off Show. Our exclusive pregame interview with Rebels head coach Chris Beard is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola with Coach Beard. Once again, here's Gary Darby.
Well, we're back again here, Countdown to Tip-Off, and get to talk to the head coach of Ole Miss, Chris Beard. And Coach, you know, you've talked about all year a no-excuse program. You go and you play, and that's the way your team has done it. Fourth straight day or whatever. It's throw the basketball up, let's play again.
Yeah, next opportunities today. So we started preparing for this a little bit late last night, and we had a really good day in terms of execution of getting the players the information in a timely fashion. We set this up as a 4-team tournament. Obviously won the game yesterday, and then today's our championship game. So 4-team tournament, we're in the championship game. It'll take our best effort of the year. Arkansas is a worthy opponent, obviously, but I like where we are. I think our guys are confident, and we'll have to play really good basketball today to have a chance.
I think that showed when Malik scored 10 early. Patton didn't miss in his first 4, and then Ilya scored 12 of your last 14, sharing the basketball and just doing whatever it takes to win.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how we set this team up from day one. It's give the players all the credit that it's finally materializing when we need it most. Here in March, survive in advanced mode, but it was always our vision for this team to have balanced scoring. Yesterday's a great example. You know, if we can get 4 guys to double-figure scoring today, we'll have a chance to win a game.
And so thoughts on Arkansas slowing down Acuff, the player of the year?
Yeah, Acuff's just as good as advertised. All the attention he gets is warranted. I've never coached in the NBA, but I probably know a little bit about that league more than the next guy. I think he's number 1 pick worthy. Somebody says the first player in the SEC since Pistol Pete Maravich to lead this league in scoring and assist. I mean, think about what I just said. So he's a dynamic player. We're going to have to be focused on him for 40 minutes. Can't stop him, but got to contain him the best we can. Another big part of this game is Arkansas is a really good shot blocking team. Maybe the best shot blocking team we played this year. So, our ability to play off of 2 feet and play inside out and not take what we call hope shots around the basket, that's going to be another big key to this basketball game.
Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome.
We'll finish up and come back after this on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
SJB Pavilion, home of Club Red, where passionate students pack the stands and dial up the energy. After tip-off, it's all over but the shouting. Ford trucks have an iconic tradition too, like Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 49 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Rebels, only at your Mississippi Ford dealer, based on 1977 to 2025 total sales.
You're listening to Ole Miss Basketball on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot fast and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NCAA and the Ad Council.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Sports Network from Learfield. The excitement of Rebel basketball is brought to you in part by C Spire, official wireless provider of Ole Miss Athletics. Coca-Cola. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. By Mississippi Ford dealers and the Ford F-150, official truck of the Ole Miss Rebels. And by Regions, official bank of the SEC. Now to courtside. Alongside former all-conference forward Murphy Holloway, here's the voice of Rebel basketball, Gary Darby.
We welcome you back again to Bridgestone Arena here in Nashville as Ole Miss and Arkansas get ready to put the second team in the 2026 tournament championship game. Vanderbilt knocking off the Florida Gators in the first one, 91-74. Let's get into the starting lineups for both teams. And we'll start with the third seed, Arkansas. They're 17th overall in the country, 24-8, the overall mark. They were 13-5 in the SEC. They will start a couple of freshmen at guard, but they're good ones. Malik Thomas, 15.2 points, 3.8 rebounds per game. Thomas, 6'5", out of Pittsburgh, PA. He played for Overtime Elite out of Georgia. The other is the SEC Player of the Year, the Freshman of the Year. He's Murphy Holloway, everything of the year, and Darius Acuff Jr. He's out of Detroit, as you mentioned, an IMG Academy in Florida. He comes into the game, 22.7 points and 6.4 assists a night. The guy that had a really good game against Ole Miss will be one of the forwards in Trevon Brazil, 6'10", 230 out of Springfield, Missouri. He's out of Kickapoo High School, but he's a transfer from Missouri. 13.7.3 rebounds a game. Nick Pringle will be another forward that will start for Coach Calipari. 4.8 points, 3.9 rebounds per night. Pringle is out of Seabrook, South Carolina, and a transfer from South Carolina, and a graduate senior at 6 feet, 10 inches tall. And finally, Billy Richmond III, 11 points and 4 rebounds a night for Richmond as he comes into this game out of Memphis, Tennessee. Camden, New Jersey High School, though he's followed his dad as a coach and player. He is a sophomore, 6'6", 205. We've talked about Acuff, we've talked about Brazil, but tell us somebody else you're interested in watching in this game for Arkansas.
DeJuan Wagner, his dad, former NBA player, former All-Star. Him being a former #1 player in the country, just coming in, dealt with some injuries, So it's kind of slowed his game down a little bit, but he's another one to watch out for. Billy Richmond, athletic, left-handed guard, loves to go downhill, can shoot it, but very athletic. And then we talk about Malik Thomas, just, unconsciously, you will sit here and we'll probably look at each other and be like, did he really just shoot that? You know, another guard, like I said, overtime elite is a league where they let them just play free, and Coach Cowles let him continue that.
For Ole Miss, same five that started the other three. We'll start with Ilias Kamerdine. He's 11.2 points and 3.4 rebounds per game. Ilias, 16.6 rebounds, 4 assists last night, 7 of 15 from the field, 2 of 5 from three-point range. And the one that he made, which would be within arm's length of us right now here, to our left, Murphy, the shot that he made to beat the shot clock buzzer, put Ole Miss up by 7, one of the biggest shots he's ever made.
I told him that's the biggest shot he's ever made. He said, yes, even in France, in Pro A. But it was a great shot. And you know what? When he let it go, I could tell by the way he was back trying that he thought it was good.
He had 12 points in the last 7:36 of that win for Ole Miss last night. Travis Perry, 5.1 points, 1.6 rebounds a game out of Eddyville. Kentucky transfer from Kentucky. Back-to-back games with 6 rebounds for the guard. And a lot of that, I think, he's gone after it, but James blocking out, Dia blocking out. There's been a lot of help to get him some of those, but he's actively seeking that ball.
But you know what? When your bigs box out like that, that's when wings can come flying over the top because your bigs are busy boxing someone out. You can't really just jump as high when you're boxing someone out. And he's taking advantage of, you know what, let me just go in here and get one. And the ones that fall on the ground, he gets. Right. He doesn't have to jump that high, but he's in the mix. Him being in the mix is important.
Yeah, it also gets the ball in his hands to help Ilias get the ball down the court, too. You got it immediately in a ball handler opportunity.
When people see someone like Travis Perry, peers on the team, see a guard his size, they're like, man, you know what? He's getting in there fighting. We all have to fight. There's no way we're letting Travis Perry, not saying that he can't, but his size, his stature doesn't say, I'm about to get in here and fight.
Yep. Back-to-back games with 6 rebounds brought his rebound average up to 1.6 per night, right? Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? That's to the point. He has talked about not just being a three-point shooter, but trying to do a little bit more. The third guard is Patton Pinkins, 9.1 points and 1.9 rebounds for Pat. He had the big block at the end. He's played in all 34. He started 19. He did commit a turnover. We'll forgive him in one of the 3 games, but only 9 in 34 games.
He doesn't turn the ball over, which is unbelievable. But you know what? His dad's a coach. He's seen him preach it so much. Hey, don't take care of that ball. That ball is money. Words of Andy Kent. Hey, get that ball. That ball is the money. This is how we win.
14.5 points and 5.7 rebounds for a guy who grew up in this area, Malik Dia. Dia started out hot in the game last night, and one of the things he has done here in Nashville, 18 points, 5.3 rebounds per game.
Yeah. Just getting in, staying in the mix. Him and James Scott. Just got to give them, a big shout out for rebounding the ball that way, because I'm a guy who my name is built off of rebounding. So like we spoke about Travis Perry, like all these guys getting in there rebounding is amazing. And also Malik Dia doing it from the inside out, not starting like, hey, just settling the whole time.
And finally, James Scott, 3.8 points and 4.5 rebounds for the big fella out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. The 6'10 junior in the last 6 games, 7 points, 7.5 rebounds, 2.5 block shots, 20 of 23 hammering the ball home on the inside.
Every time I see James now, he said, Murph, what we talking about, Murph? I'm getting busy in the paint. And you know what? That's what he's doing. He's doing what he does, which is a lob threat, gets rebounds, block shots, sprints the floor. He's not trying to do things that's out of the norm. Because sometimes when you do that, it makes you look bad. He's doing exactly what he's been doing, but he's rebounding the ball at a higher level.
9 rebounds in the opener against Texas, 13 in the game, the second go-around against Georgia, and 10 yesterday. Yeah. And I don't know how sometimes different people who keep stats
will credit him sometimes on those tip basketballs working back. If they give him, he might have missed a couple of rebounds along the way in his tip backs that he's had.
He definitely did. I told him what me and you talked about. You get two hands on it, bro. Bring it down, chin it. Bring it to your chest. Don't just tip it out if you're getting boxed out and you can't reach it. Don't tip it out when it's just you by the ball.
The three that will call the game tonight, Don Daly is a crew chief with Byron Jarrett and Owen Short. And we are a little less than 5 minutes away from basketball action, day 4 in the SEC tournament. Semifinal action. No other team that's been a seed like Ole Miss has made it to this point. And, well, let's continue to try and make a little history. We'll come back with the call of the game and get you set up. Ole Miss and Arkansas on the way. This is Ole Miss basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Rebel fans. Got a house hotter than a Mississippi summer or pipes colder than your team's rival? It's time to call Air South Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Whether it's cooling you down, heating you up, fixing those leaky pipes, or keeping your lights on, Air South's got your back. We're the champions of home comfort, just like your Rebels on the field. Call Air South Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical today, where your home is our home field. Call Air South now at 662-304-8412. Air South, we care more.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
This is Ole Miss basketball on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
Snakes, zombies, sharks, heights, speaking in public. The list of fears is endless. But while you're clutching your blanket in the dark, wondering if that sound in the hall was actually a footstep, the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. And while you might think a great white shark is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Both teams out on the floor. Arkansas just now making their way out. Ole Miss has been out for a little bit, getting ready for the tip-off of semifinal number 2 of the 2026 basketball tournament. Hey, shout out to the Ole Miss baseball team. They were trailing by 3 runs going to the final out in the 9th. Tristan Becerra hit a grand slam that gave Ole Miss the lead 8-7. And the early leader in the clubhouse for bat flip of the year. It was rather impressive toss of the bat. Now, Texas did tie it up in the bottom half of the 9th inning, but Ole Miss wins in 11 and gives Texas their first loss in baseball this season. So Ole Miss and Texas day 2 in that one. The Rebels improved to 16-3 and 1-0 in the conference, with Texas falling to 16-1 and 0-1. Those two teams will get at it again today in Austin. David Kellum and Brad Henderson are there. It is a local broadcast in Oxford, and they should be just now getting things underway in Austin as the Rebels try and win that weekend with one more game to go. You know, it's going to be a partisan Arkansas crowd. They're going to call a lot of hogs in here today.
They are.
So, I mean, the crowd has picked up, as we've talked about, kind of each day with Ole Miss. And now getting into the weekend, there are more red and blue. I saw a few people checking into the hotel that have finally made their way to Nashville. But at this point, I mean, you like playing in front of other teams' people,
Yes,
right?
you do.
Don't you want that?
You know what? And also, a lot of people here go for Ole Miss if you're not a Rebel fan.
That's right.
I mean, I think Mississippi State probably has went on home, so they won't. And LSU got packed up a little early. So, but everyone else, like Kentucky, they love Travis Berry.
Yep.
And Kentucky's the most well-traveled team in college basketball. Even though they've lost, they love basketball, so they'll stick around.
Right. There was a lot of them that I have seen congratulating us on beating Alabama. They no longer like Alabama in basketball. And, of course, Coach Cal was at Kentucky for the longest and now here. And I think they're okay if Ole Miss knocks off Calipari here today.
They're going to boo him.
You think?
They're going to boo him.
So we do have Ole Miss and Arkansas coming up with the starting lineups about to be announced to the crowd in what is going to be between Ole Miss and Arkansas matchup number 90 in college basketball. Ole Miss has won 3 of the last 4. Obviously, the Arkansas Razorbacks won the game in the regular season. In the SEC tournament, it's only the 3rd time for Ole Miss and Arkansas to meet one another. The teams have split the previous 2, including last year, right? When the Rebels won the game in the 2nd round in 2025. The other, a few years before that. So Ole Miss and Arkansas ready to match it up here today. The head coach of the number 17 Arkansas Razorbacks is John Calipari. They're 24-8 overall. They went 13-5 in the regular season, and they got here by winning last night. They had the double bye. They beat the 11 seed Oklahoma 82-79. In his career, 35 years for John Calipari, 859 wins with 283 losses. In Arkansas, this is year 2 where he is 46-22. The Rebels now 15-19 with 3 wins. The 15 seed in the tournament, coached by Chris Beard. In his career, 14 years in the NCAA, 296 and 141. In his 3rd year as head coach at Ole Miss, 59 and 43. Your starters again as we get the ball coming up here shortly. Malik Thomas, Darius Acuff Jr., Trevon Brazile, Nick Pringle, and Billy Richmond III for Arkansas. Ole Miss with Ilias Camerdine, Travis Perry, Patton Pinkins, Malik Dia, and James Scott. Let's play some basketball. We're about ready to get this one going. And as I said, Don Daly, Byron Jarrett, Owen Short are in the striped shirts to carry us through this game here at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. All right, Murph, let's see, can Dia do it for a 4th straight game? I think that has helped us along the way, and getting the possession first. We haven't always scored on that first possession, but just the fact that you had the basketball first and started with a little momentum.
Yep, and they got us. Hey, we haven't not been leading yet, and we keep getting the tip. So let's just keep it that way, dog. Let's get the tip.
Keep a good thing going.
Keep a good thing rolling, baby.
All right, so Dia in the center circle. He will go up for Ole Miss again in those powder blue unis. The numbers are red, trimmed in white. The names in red on the back. The stripe down the side, the script M. Arkansas in all white, top and bottom. They're red. Name and numbers. And we are about ready for this one. Waiting finally as Trevon Brazile and Malik Dia are just kind of like 2 lions kind of pacing around one another a little bit, not looking each other in the eye at this point. Did you jump center?
Yeah, when Reggie Buckley decided he didn't want to, hey, Murph, you jump. I'm like, come on, Reg. He was like, I ain't doing it.
All right, ball is, didn't go in the air. Now it does. Dia on the 2nd effort gets the tip, and here come the Rebels to open it up. Travis has the ball and bounces to Ilias. Camerdine with the basketball, guarded deep out front gives it off. James hammers it over Brazil, and just like that, it's a 2-0 lead.
Let's go.
Brazil. He hands it off, gives it back. Acuff, SEC freshman, SEC player of the year. Not a Thomas. Fakes the three. Just inside the arc. Answers, and it's a 2-2 game.
Got to guard him. Those pin downs. They're going to set a lot of pin downs to try to go at Travis Perry. Got to fight through him, or the big has to help him out.
Travis bringing the ball down the floor. A lot of times it's Ilias. Today here against Arkansas, a lot of Travis Perry bringing it down. They give it back to James. He fumbled on that one and couldn't take the drive to the rim. Gives it back Ilias. Ilias in the lane slips. Gives it to Pinkins. Out to Travis. 3-ball left side. No. And the rebound comes to Brazil of Arkansas, and the Razorbacks come down the floor. Into Brazil it goes, and Ilias knocks it away from him and out of bounds towards the Ole Miss bench.
I can't remember. Was it Acuff's ankle that was bothering him?
Yes.
You just kind of see it. He's moving real slow.
You know, he played through it for the longest time.
Yeah.
Where some people might have not tempted that, right?
He's potentially the first pick in the draft. You're right.
He's got the ball now with Carmardine on him. After a pass, it's a double team right in front of us. He skips that double team, throws it in and around. It comes to Malik Thomas. He goes in the corner with it to Acuff. He's in trouble. Ilias almost has the steal from Richmond. They set up Brazil. No three for him. Free throw line turnaround jumper is going to rattle around, come off. Big James goes up, kept the ball off the rim.
How you rebound?
And he grabs for Ole Miss. 2-2 game. The bounce goes to Dia. Dia guarded by the smaller Acuff. He'll go back instead to Ilias. Carmardine now to Dia again. He'll back Acuff down. There's the double team. Perry fakes the three. Ilias takes the three. It's off the front of the rim, and Acuff's got a head of steam. Down the floor he comes. Lob to Richmond, and for the first time in Nashville, Ole Miss trails a game 4-2. It came with 17:58 in game number 4. 122 minutes.
I bet we made history somewhere in the books.
So 4-2 Arkansas lead. Dia to try and answer around the free throw line. Jumper is short. Rebound. James went after it, but it's kicked to Acuff. Here comes Arkansas. Ilias picks him up in front of us, knocks it away from him once. Acuff again, now picks up dribble, goes with it to Brazil. Back to Acuff. Where's number 5 on the Arkansas jersey? Shoots it over Dia. Might have got a piece of it, and then it's kicked into the 4th row by Arkansas's Pringle. Nice little drop kick up into the stands.
I know, right? Hope everybody's eyes is up. They want to look at the phone.
They were. They had a look on the court and didn't get smacked. 17-17 to go. We're in half number 1. And even odd to say, Ole Miss trails 4-2. Patton Pinkins. He'll try to get baseline. Is cut off. Perry, left wing, up top now, Dia. Dia with 10 to shoot. Dribbling with Brazil on him, pulls it over the top of him and ties it up at 4.
That mid-range has been looking good for him, A.J. Stores, and Ilias.
So we're even. Both teams with a couple of baskets here early on with 16:45 to go. Drive in the lane. Another lob. Brazil running baseline. So they're finding a little something there, Murph. Yep. Baseline left to the rim.
Yep.
Dia goes quickly at Brazil with a basketball. Bounces, can't get him off his feet. Now turns, spins, shoots over him. I think Brazil got a piece of that. And here comes Arkansas the other way. Acuff runs into Ilias, who steals it away from him. It's a 2-on-3. Ilias is going to pull transition 3 and rattle it home. And Ole Miss gets back in front 7-6.
That's something Marshall Henderson would do.
Yeah. Well, he thought he had somebody down there to grab a board. If not. And with 16 minutes to go, Ole Miss back in front 7-6. Richmond, he'll drive it to the free throw line. Pull, jump, James got a piece. Dia grabs it, gives it off Ilias. James has been a force inside, both offensively, defensively, and rebounding here in Nashville. He sets a pick for Ilias, gets the ball back. Ooh, swatted off the backboard by Brazil on the backside. Acuff then has it stolen again by Ilias Carmardine. At the half-court line he goes. Long arms reaching in on Acuff for a couple of steals. Reverses it over his head. Dia for 3. No. Rebound 2, Arkansas Razorbacks over James, and it's Richmond. The other way come Arkansas. Long pass underneath. Pringle, he'll dunk it home. They've got 4 field goals, and 3 of them have been dunks.
Yeah, you got to stop that.
15:05 here in the first half. Arkansas 8, Ole Miss 7. Brazil steals the pass. Windmill barely got it over the rim. Dia didn't control. He didn't come get it. The pass was a little soft as well. And Arkansas has a 10-7 lead. 4 of their 5 field goals now dunks. Dia, top of the arc. Brazil's going to let him shoot 3 if he wants it. They don't want Perry to get one, though, as Acuff is on him. Dia into Brazil. Turns, shoots over him again. That one's no good, and it goes to the floor where Arkansas will rebound. Pringle takes it away. Razorbacks 10, Ole Miss 7. Here's Thomas. Into the corner, Brazil for 3. Off the side of the backboard. James gets the rebound, and he goes with it to Ilias. Commerdine waiting. Perry fakes 3. Now in trouble. Bounces Ilias. He's open. Left wing 3 ball. No. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Nope. Acuff will hang on to it. And here come the Razorbacks again. Right down the lane it goes. Swatted out of there by Ilias. Commerdine, who got back. Good job by the guard.
Ilias, 2 steals on Darius Acuff and a block shot. And he's playing good offense.
For the first time, we go into a break with Ole Miss behind. It's Arkansas 10 and Ole Miss 7. 14:03 to go in the first half on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
At C-Spire, we've never waited on the future. We've built it. By harnessing the power of advanced technology to transform how we all live and work. Elevating connected living. Accelerating tomorrow's business growth. And leading the AI revolution. All while staying true to our core purpose. You. Think we're done? Just wait. There's more to see. C-Spire. Customer inspired.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And when you download the Kroger app, you can clip and save more with digital coupons every week. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you can enjoy more ways to save and more rewards every time you shop. So it's always easy to save big every day with savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
14:03 to play. We're in half number 1 of this semifinal game here in Nashville, and the Rebels trail Arkansas 10-7. Before we talk more about it, let's take 10 seconds for station identification on the Ole Miss Radio Network. Murphy looking at the box score in front of us. Arkansas beating Ole Miss 8-2 in the paint and 6-3 on the fast break. They're 4 of 10 from the field with 4 dunks. Got to stop that inside.
Yeah, definitely got to stop those dunks. Because dunks, I mean, people say it's only 2 points, but it's momentum builders. You know, it gets the other team hype, but it also brings down our team's morale when you keep getting dunked on. So you don't want that to keep happening.
Well, see what happens after our first media timeout here with 14:03 to go. The Rebels just 3 of 11 from the field. Malik Dia 1 of 5, 0 of 2 after having the hot start last night. James Scott 1 of 2. Ilias Commerdine is 1 of 3. Travis 0 for 1. Pat yet to take one in the first 5:57 of our game. Commerdine, Pinkins are back out, but 3 fresh faces with them. A.J. Storr, Corey Chess, and Eduardo Klafke. We've talked about A.J. a lot. He had 12 against Arkansas in the regular season game, 18 points a night here in Nashville.
Yep.
Eduardo Klafke, he drew his first ever start, remember, in that regular season game against Arkansas. That is way back in conference game number 2. And Corey Chest into the game for the first time. Arkansas has the ball and up by 3. Richmond's going to be guarded by Eduardo here. They give the ball off, and a 3 put off the left side, up and good by Thomas.
Guard, we talked about he'll shoot it unconsciously, Darb, from anywhere.
So Ole Miss down 13-7. Ilias tried to get the pass underneath to Corey. Should have lobbed it a little higher. Steal by Arkansas. Lob for Brazil, who goes up, and Eduardo is there to keep him from that dunk, and Brazil will have to earn it at the free throw line.
They're just, right now, what they're showing that they're a little bit more athletic than we are, and we got to take care of the ball better, because they're just trying to, as you see, Darb, they're trying to dunk everything on you.
7-0 run over the last 146. Ole Miss hasn't scored since Ilias hit the 3 to put us up 7-6. And the Rebels have missed their last 4 field goals. Brazil at the free throw line knocks it down to keep that run going. And again, very active in that first game against the Rebels, and he already has 5 here in the early going of this one.
He's a tough one to guard at 6'10", 6'11". He plays the 3, 4, and the 5 for him.
Second free throw will miss. Corey Chest has the rebound. And also Malik Ewan is checked in. Ewan, of course, started his career in Oxford and has taken a couple of trips before now finding his way from Florida State to Arkansas. Perry to A.J. Storr with Ole Miss trailing it by 7. They've doubled us up 14-7. A.J. with 7 to shoot, gets in the lane, step back over. Thomas is good.
You got to get your hand up on A.J. You can't just be hand down. He's going to show you something.
Big bucket. Ole Miss needed that to stop the drought right at about 3 minutes. Thomas going to fire right back from 3. I mean, that's catch and shoot quick from the freshman.
Yeah, I told you. I ain't even want to speak on him because I know how he can play.
The lead is 8 for the Razorbacks. Storr will bounce in over Acuff, float it no good. Ewan rebounds. Here's Arkansas. The bounce goes to Richmond. The lob to Brazil. They're getting out, getting on the run, and they built up a 19-9 advantage with 12:24 to go.
That's why you got to be careful what shots you take because they get out and run.
Here's Ilias, guarded by Acuff. Now to Corey Chest. Chest with a dribble. Wants to look for a guard with Ewan on him. Goes to Eduardo. Klafke with 11 to shoot. Top of the arc. He's going to pull the 3 and drill it. Right down it goes. Big bucket. Ole Miss down 7 with 12 to play in the half. 19-12.
Good way to sit them Hog fans down for a second.
They made their last 3 of the Razorbacks and 5 of their last 7 field goals. This guy Thomas has made 2. A.J. Storr on him here. The pass goes to Ewan. Right back to Thomas. Got to stay on him now with Corey Chest. Floater, and Brazil dunks another one. Good gracious. We've made him look good in 2.5 games here so far. It's a 21-12 Arkansas lead. A.J. works the dribble. He's guarded out front by Richmond. Gives it to Chest. Now to Perry. Travis driving in, lobbing. Corey catching, goes up. Hit, can't make the shot, goes back to Travis, fakes the 3, sidesteps the 3, and then the rebound is Brazil. I don't think Corey realized how open he was. There was nobody there. Lob underneath Ewing. Ewing double team. He'll get Chest in the air. In trouble, been in the lane a while, and finally we're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Arkansas. 10:56 to go in the half. Arkansas has dunked their way to a 21-12 lead on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
SJB Pavilion, home of Club Red, where passionate students pack the stands and dial up the energy. After tip-off, it's all over but the shouting. Ford trucks have an iconic tradition too, like Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 49 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Rebels, only at your Mississippi Ford dealer, based on 1977 to 2025 total sales.
Your home for Rebels basketball. This is the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
My name is Ariel. I moved to the U.S. at 19. I spoke no English and I struggled finding job opportunities. Everything I have, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and getting my high school diploma at age 22.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Adoption of teens from foster care is a topic not enough people know about, and we're here to change that. I'm April Dinwiddie, host of the new podcast, Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Each episode brings you compelling real-life adoption stories told by the families that live them with commentary from experts. Visit adoptuskids.org/podcast or subscribe to Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Administration for Children and Families and the Ad Council.
(21-12), Ole Miss behind the Arkansas Razorbacks here with 10:56 to go in the first half. And as mentioned, Arkansas, as I said going into the break, has dunked their way to the lead. They have 9 field goals, 7 have been dunks. 2 threes made by Thomas. Ole Miss, meanwhile, 5 of 16 from the field. What else do you see?
Man, just the rebounding. They out-rebounded us 12-6. It's going to be hard to beat a team that is athletic if they out-rebound you. And also, like you said, we haven't made a lot of shots, but it's not how many shots we've made, Darb, what kind of shots we've taken. We've taken shots that's led to transition points for them. That's what they do. They run. So when you take shots and you don't have people in position to get back, they're going to run and keep dunking it on you.
It's points in the paint, 12-2. Arkansas, so 6 dunks. I was saying 7, but 6 is still a little too many.
6, 7. Ain't that what the kids say?
That's right. Throw your hands up in the air, right? We both have those first graders that'll tell us all about it. 10:56 to go in this afternoon's game. The winner will advance to take on Vanderbilt in the title game here in Nashville. But now work to do for Ole Miss. Down 21-12. Dia and Scott go back in with Perry, Comardine, and A.J. Storr. Acuff, Ewan, Richmond, Thomas, and the 5th coming out is Wagner. You mentioned him. We haven't seen him get out there and get into the column just yet, but he's in the game as well. Richmond's got it after the inbounds pass. They go to Acuff. He's double-teamed. Bounce now to Malik Ewan. Ewan working on James in the lane. Pump fake, shoots over him and scores.
Look too easy, James. You gotta push him out. That's too easy. You can't let him back you all the way down 3-4 dribbles and shoot a hook.
It's an 11-point deficit. Ole Miss trailing 23-12. AJ guarded out front by Wagner. Still dribbling with 13. Not a lot of movement. Now he drives it in the lane, spins in the lane, off glass with it. Good. Big-time move by number 2.
Big-time move. But I would love to see a little bit more how Ole Miss is moving the ball around the arc, but he scored it.
Ole Miss led 2-0. Arkansas, after tying it at 4, grabbed the lead. Rebels got it back 7-6. And then it's been Arkansas. Richmond's 3-0. James goes and gets it. After leading 7-6, it's a 17-7 Arkansas run. Perry with a bounce to Dia. Richmond's on him, trying to get Ilias up top. Thomas grabbed him, and Ilias fights through. 11 to shoot it. Ilias looking as he goes in the lane. Slides the feet. Gives it Dia. Dia in the lane. Pump fake, layup. Off hard, no. James, no. The follow. Here's Ewan the other way. Now to Acuff. Acuff right into the center. Gets it to Ewing. Ewing fouled on his attempt. Boy, smart play. Acuff saw the big fella. He goes behind him, right?
Yeah.
And then the guard comes and the lob is there.
Yeah.
And then a foul to keep Malik Ewan from scoring.
His IQ is what separates him. I've seen a few times him get trapped over here close by us, Darb. I'm like, there's no way he can see. Throws it right in the corner, right by Corey Chess on the bench over there. but it's just his IQ. He just knows where everyone is supposed to be, and he puts it there.
Ewan missed the first one. Klafke comes in for Storr. And Ewan misses both. The rebound back tap to Keza Jiffa, who's checked in on us as well. Kez has the dribble, bounces to Dia. Brazil is back in, who cuts him off. Now Dia gets in the lane. Right-handed layup, good. And Ole Miss gets within 7, 23-16.
Good move by Dia. Didn't settle, Darb. Took it right through his chest.
Arkansas in possession. The bounce goes in. Ewan passes out Wagner. He shoots 3, no. Rebound, Eduardo on the opposite side. Rebels on a little mini run here, trying to climb back in it, down by 7. Jiffa in the lane, Acuff all over him, lays it in, and he'll go to the line, and he'll get an opportunity at one more.
That was a good call. He was fouling. He was grabbing him before he got to the rim.
So Kez will take an opportunity to bring Ole Miss within 4. No quit in this team. There's no doubt about it.
Nope. We played them the first time. I think they were up like 19 on us. Eduardo came in the game, and you talked about it. He had a good game. We came all the way back within like 3.
Well, the score's 23-19 here with 8:40 to go in half number 1. Arkansas basketball with Thomas. He's knocked down a couple of triples. Hands it off to Pringle, who's back in the game. He gives it back to Thomas. Fakes James, goes in the lane. High arching shot, no. Pringle on the other side boards. James can't get there to block, and Pringle lays it in.
Salute James for trying to be everywhere, Darb, because he's trying.
Stops the Ole Miss run. The Rebels, though, are within 6. Ilias, left side. On the dribble, step back 3 over Wagner. Back rim, no. Back tapped by Eduardo, and Ilias will grab it. Fresh 30 with 8 minutes to go. Ilias pulls it up, gives it to Malik. Doesn't take the 3 over Brazil. Now with the dribble, gets to the elbow left, bumps into Brazil, lays it up again, uses the shoulder, the body, and scores.
Too strong for him. Don't settle, Malik. Keep going. Take it through him.
7:38 on the game clock. We're in the first half, and Ole Miss down 25-21. Here's Acuff to our left. He'll go baseline all the way under and lay it in. He had Ilias on one side, and James didn't slide down.
Yeah, that's why he got that layup. Defensive rotation wasn't correct.
Kez gives it to James at the free throw line. He'll dish it out Dia. Dia working on Brazil, going to man up again and put it in from about 5. Now Malik going to work. Acuff with the basketball. Brazil thought about walking into a 3 and passes off with Ole Miss trailing it 27-23. And Thomas, trying to get to the top of the circle, is bumped and fouled by Ilias. And so with 7 minutes to go, we take a break, but the Rebels won that 4 minutes to get back within 4.
They did. They played great, and it started with Malik Dia going inside, and also take it to Brazil. Don't let him be free and easy.
Ole Miss has made 4 of their last 5. They do trail, though, 27-23 with 7 minutes to go in the first half. This is Ole Miss basketball from Learfield.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Ole Miss pride. When I'm carrying the Ole Miss Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Ole Miss gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra hottie-toddy from the cashier, too. Visit Regions.com/Go Rebels to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis.
He's got it!
So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Hey, Rebel fans. For more than 50 years, Mississippi Asthma and Allergies board-certified team of allergists has treated patients by identifying triggers and creating personalized treatment plans. Now, with 8 convenient locations across Mississippi, including Oxford, we're right next door when you need us. Treating infants to adults and Ole Miss students. Find our clinic nearest you at msaac.com. Mississippi Asthma and Allergy, helping Mississippi live life to the fullest and allergy-free.
Back with Murphy Holloway, Gary Darby here in Nashville, Bridgestone Arena. Ole Miss and Arkansas in SEC tournament play. Semifinal game, 27-23, Ole Miss trails with those 7 minutes to go. We've had 3 lead changes, 2 ties. Currently, Arkansas by 4. Those numbers in the paint, Murphy, have moved a little bit towards Ole Miss, 10-6 in that stretch. A lot of it Malik Dia.
Yeah, a lot of it Malik Dia. Going straight through Travis Brazil's chest. Like I said, you have to take it to a guy like that. He's tall, but he's thin, and he only wants to play offense. Make it hard for him on defense, to make it tired for him, or he can't play offense.
Arkansas is 12 of 27 from the field, 57.1%, 2 of 6 from 3, and just 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Ole Miss, 10 of 23 is 43.5%, 2 of 9 from distance, and Keza Jippa's the only one to go to the free throw line for Ole Miss, and he knocked it down. 6 for Dia, 4 for Scott, 3 each for Cameron, Klapke, and Jippa. Those were the 5 when we went into the timeout. That's going to change a little bit here as Ole Miss comes out with Jippa, Store, Dia, Chest, and Klapke. Arkansas responds with Wagner, Brazil, Thomas, Acuff, and the final one coming out is Pringle. So it's Arkansas basketball. Coming out of the timeout here, we're ready to get this one started. Wagner's going to inbound, and it goes to Acuff. He's going to dribble it in the lane, try and get there, pull up a high arching shot, short, no good. Rebound, A.J. Store. Made him work, put 3 hands up in front of him. Here's Kez, didn't take the 3. Goes to A.J. 6:40 to go in the half. Ole Miss down by 4. Hanging in there with number 17, Arkansas. Jippa looks, gives to Chess, back to Kez with 10. Kez, got to go somewhere with it. It's A.J. Fakes the 3, drives it baseline, shoots it from 16. No, Dia kept it alive. Couldn't get the board, though. It's Thomas, and a 3-on-2. He runs into and over Keza Jippa. They're calling a block, and Keza's down on his face in the lane. I think they're going to have to take a peek at this one, right?
Yep. The only thing is that it was a basketball play, I feel.
Yeah, and we are going to review that. Yeah, the official is, lead official saying we're going to take a look at that. Unfortunately, in all of the games, we've had to mention John Raybon. He's a great trainer.
Yeah, he is.
We don't need him out on the floor so many times.
And, you know, last night, we played at Alabama. The man he worked for, his boss.
Yep.
Clark Holter.
Oh, yeah.
He was on the other side.
Well, Kez has been given a towel, and he is definitely bleeding. There's some blood on the floor. There's the arc underneath there. And we'll see as Thomas came through, and it's a right elbow right to the chin. Well, if that's the case, now they got to decide if it was a basketball move or not, right?
I feel like it was a basketball move, but, you know, these rules have changed so much, so it's hard to say. Yeah, this is Ole Miss Radio, so yes, you deserve that call.
Man, he took it hard to the jaw.
He took it.
And we saw Travis Perry take one.
We know he's not meant to be a boxer, boy. He took one, he dropped it. That chin, probably about 60%, is not 100.
After review, the foul will stand as called. Number 1 made a normal basketball move with the elbows high.
That was what I was afraid of.
Yeah, it was a basketball move, though, Darb. He didn't intentionally look at him and like try to swing it. He just tried to make a basketball play.
And there's a reason you're making that play.
Yes.
Yeah. if you catch one of those shots, you may not be there the next time, right?
You're right.
So it will put Thomas at the free throw line. He'll shoot twice, and he makes the first. Richmond comes in, and Acuff goes out. Thomas, 84.1% free throw shooter, 74 of 88 before making that one. And he makes both to give Arkansas the 29-23 lead. So they have taken Keza to the back to work on him after being popped on the jaw. And I see Patton Pinkins is riding a bike back to our left, too.
Hope he's staying warm and not, nursing anything.
Eduardo's giving it off to A.J. His lob to Chest. He can't hold on. 6 minutes to go. Arkansas basketball up by 6. Wagner's going to run things here with Acuff on the bench. Gives it to Thomas. Thomas had the ball knocked away from him by Corey. A.J.'s going to pick it up. A.J. to the rim. Layup good. Another steal by the Rebels. Commerdine's had a couple. That's the first by someone else, but the Rebs get back within 4. Well, James Scott and Patton Pinkins are at the table ready to come in, so Pat just staying loose. Wagner swings it to Thomas. 5:20 to go in the half. Rebels trailing a game for the first time here in Nashville. Dia with a step through. Thomas off, no good. Brazil taps it up, no. Chest goes up, snatches it with 2 hands. Big fella's going to drive it down the floor himself. A little late getting it to Klafke. Now gives it to Dia. Dia's got the smaller Wagner on him. Can't do anything. Comes out Comerdine. Left side, Storr. We're inside 5 minutes to go in the first half. Ole Miss down 4. Storr's 3. Makes it down 1 as he knocked it down deep from the left side. It's 29-28 Arkansas.
Let's go.
Here comes the Rebel fans. Standing up with a little help from other friends here in the building. Wagner picks it up and in trouble. Finds Richmond underneath to Pringle. Ilias was on the back side, and he's going to be charged with grabbing Pringle. And that's going to be his second and team foul number 4 on Ole Miss. So Pinkins and Scott go in. Klafke and Chest go out. And there comes Kez back in. He's got something stuffed in the right nostril after taking that elbow. So he'll step back into the game with Ilias' second personal foul. A lob into Pringle. Can't get it back as Acuff is checked back in. Now they hand it off to him. Acuff comes up top. Brazil's back in. He drives. Cut off by Dia. Now it's Thomas. Thomas, step through layup. Great athlete. Lays it in. Arkansas back up 3.
He's an offensive machine, right?
No doubt. Both freshmen.
Yes.
Without a doubt. Both are NBA draft prospects. Storr shoots. Tried to draw the foul. Nothing as Brazil dodged him and Pringle rebounds. Lob. Brazil the other way. I mean, Acuff was barely across half court.
IQ, eye vision.
Looking at him the whole way.
Yeah.
5-point game. Brazil with yet another dunk. He has 11. Now Acuff steals. Patton can't get back, and he lays it in. And Coach Beard would like the timeout. 3:32 to go, and he is talking to both Pinkins and Jiffa about that communication right there.
Yeah, you got to get it right, man. You can't just, like we talk about, Darb, the shot selection. That shot that AJ shot wasn't a great shot, but led to dunk. This one right here, you got to be on the same page when passing it to your other guards.
4 quick ones, actually 6 quick points, and with 3:32 to go in the half, it's 35-28 Ole Miss trail the Razorbacks. We'll be back after this on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Hey, when you're hurt, you want a doctor you can trust. That's why athletes across Mississippi, from Ole Miss to high schools statewide, turn to Mississippi Sports Medicine. With 16 locations from Brookhaven up to Hernando, they're the trusted orthopedic team physicians for the Rebels, the MHSAA, and schools all over the state. Their surgeons have performed over half of Mississippi's total joint replacements, while their walk-in clinics and 24/7 online availability make access to care easy. Visit MississippiSportsMedicine.com for more information.
You're listening to Ole Miss Basketball on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga. My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Man, I love my kids so much. I once sat for 3 hours in the cold rain to watch her soccer team lose by 18 goals.
I love my kids so much, I once used a tube to suck snot out of her stuffed nose at 3 a.m.
You win.
Love your kids? Love them enough to make sure they're in the right car seat. From toddlers to tweens, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to find the right seat for their age and size. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
.332 before halftime. Ole Miss down 35-28. Arkansas has built up the 7-point lead, making their last 3 field goals a 6-0 run in 45 seconds. And they're now up, of their 35 points, 24 of them in the paint. And he has been a mismatch for Ole Miss in 2 games now. And that's Brazil. In 15 minutes, 5 of 8 from the field, 11 points, 3 rebounds. But the fact he runs the floor so well, and those guards look for him.
Man, he's running like a deer, dog. But I don't even think he has the point up. They know when he runs his wing, that's what he's going to do. But also, that's what helps you when you have a guy like him who can play the 5 position. So he's guarding the big. His guards get a rebound. He's already leaked out. So that's what helps him get ahead of steam, ahead of some of our guys.
Well, the 5 on the floor for the red and blue right now: Malik Dia, James Scott, Patton Pinkins, Keza Jiffa, and Travis Perry, who checks in. Thomas, Acuff, Ewan, Richmond, and Pringle are in for Arkansas. And they put on just a little pressure just to bother the inbounds, which comes to Keza Jiffa. And he's going to be fouled as he gets across half court by Thomas. Only team foul number 2 on the Razorbacks here with 3:25 to go in the half. Need to get Travis Perry loose for a 3 if possible, too. Kez going to drive in, double team, bounce low. James can't handle it. Arkansas goes to the floor. Richmond comes away with it to Thomas. He had him. And then the pass goes in, the dunk no good. And James Scott will rebound as Pringle couldn't finish.
They're trying to dunk everything around the rim.
No doubt. Travis Perry to Malik Dia. He's going to drive it baseline into Pringle, bounce off of him, and knock a jumper down to get Ole Miss within 5.
Malik Dia's been playing great, man. I mean, can't say enough about him. Can't praise him enough.
Already working in that double-digit category and brings Ole Miss to 35-30. Acuff going to run into and over Jiffa, and they call another blocking foul on Kez. He was slipping down, but Acuff going right into him. Kez, who has the right nostril clogged up to keep it from bleeding, said he used that right arm off.
Yeah.
2:37 to go. That's only the 16th foul on Ole Miss, but the next one will put Arkansas to the free throw line. Thomas probing, trying to get one. Ilias almost had that third steal. The pass gets to Acuff. 10 to shoot. Darius Acuff Jr. Now guarded by Dia. He's going to drive it down the lane left. Lob one up, no. There to follow it, though, is Malik. James came over to try and block, and Malik Ewan gets an easy deuce. Need to finish strong here. Down 7 with 2:10 to go in the half.
You take that, Darb.
Travis Perry guarded by Thomas. Now to Patton Pinkins. Pat yet to score here in the first half. You have to take a shot. Dia has. He's got it again. Works into Pringle. Turn shoots over him, and it's off no good. Rebound Acuff. Dangerous situation here with 1:50 to go in the half. Ole Miss down 37-30. Acuff gets in the lane. Has it knocked away from him by James Scott. Ilias to the right side. Pinkins. There's the first shot of the game, and it's right in the bucket. 37-33, Ole Miss down by 4.
Great shot by a man. In transition, he let it fly.
Get him in the scorer's column and get Ole Miss back in closer. Thomas. They got Pringle mismatched against Perry. They've yet to get it to him. Perry doing a good job of not fouling. Patton now tries to help. 2 Arkansas Razorbacks go up to try and dunk. They fall down. Ole Miss comes the other way. Got numbers. Patton to the basket, and he's going to be bumped, and they're going to say off of Pinkins and out of bounds. Wow. Pat went through. Ball knocked away by Thomas with some good quick hands by the freshman. Ilias will go out because he's got 2 fouls with 1:06 to go, and Coach Calipari wants to call timeout. You're right. He and Acuff are going at it right now verbally.
Yeah. And I think, that's good for Ole Miss. You know, you don't want him to be praising him right now. But Acuff has made some questionable decisions in this game.
He has 2 of 7 as far as shooting is concerned for his 4 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. The issue, I'm sure that his coach is telling him, you got 3 turnovers as well.
Yeah.
Ole Miss has done a great job knocking it away from him. Ilias did it twice, that time trying to take it to the rim. And so, with 1:06 to go here in the first half, Ole Miss trailing Arkansas 37-33. This game could have gotten away from the Rebels, too. Arkansas's had an 8-0 run. They've led as much as 11 at 23-12. But they've battled, they've fought, and that's the one thing this team has done, not just here in Nashville. They did it all year long. Just unable to find a way to win in the regular season. They've done it here at Bridgestone. Ewan, Acuff.
I'm interested to see how Acuff responds to Calipari getting on him like this.
Thomas, Richmond, and Pringle are the 5 for the Rebels. Diaz, Scott, Klafke, Pinkins, and Perry for Ole Miss. Is Richmond going to try and drive it in? He runs through and knocks down Patton Pinkins. Rebound, shot blocked from Ewan by James Scott. Well, if you're going to get physical, let them get physical.
Let them play.
43 seconds left. Ole Miss down by 4. Perry bounces to Klafke. Thomas on him. Looks to the screen. Can't get it, but goes into the lane. Not a Dia. He's got a 3 off the right wing. Looks good. Bounces in and out. And it's rebounded by the Hogs. The shot clock is off with 24 seconds left to go. That shot looked good.
It did. Look real good.
Acuff sizing up the Ole Miss defense. 3 Hogs on one side. Now Thomas goes to the right. You know, they'll probably set Thomas in the corner for a 3. If Acuff can get to the rim, he will. Rebels double team. It comes to Richmond. Richmond throws one up. No. Rebound Klafke. Here's Pinkins with 2. Pinkins is bumped as he throws it up. That ought to be 3 shots before the half. The clock goes to 0, but Pinkins was bumped as he let it fly. It's only the 3rd whistle on Arkansas in the half.
That's a foul.
Now, the question is, was he in the shooting motion? You know he was going to be in the shooting motion. And so they're going to see, well, the entire Arkansas coaching staff, I think they're trying to keep Coach Cal out of trouble here. But at half court, Patton is pulling to go up and shoot, and Pringle hits him, right?
Yeah. I mean, what else?
Is there time?
Yeah, I was wondering, is this time correct?
I don't know.
Think so,
I think he got the ball up in the air. You can watch right there with 3 seconds left. If nothing else, if they just call the foul, again, it's only the third on Arkansas. Ole Miss will get 0.3 of a second left. But boy, would this be huge if it is a 3-shot foul. And Patton Pinkins can go to the line. We're about to get the response out of our head official. The Hogs have missed their last 4 and 1 out of 7 and haven't scored in 2:21. Ole Miss.
After review, the foul was a 3-point foul shot. The 3 free throws. The time will be set to 1.1.
1.1 on the clock, and Patton Pinkins goes to the line to shoot 3, Murphy Holloway.
Hey, man, it's March. That's all I can say, dog. It's March.
There's some madness going on.
Crazier things have happened.
All right, Patton Pinkins to the free throw line. The young man on his first season collegiately, 86.1. Last night he had 13 points, made his first 4 field goals. Here in this game, he's only had 1 shot. He knocked it down from 3. He takes 3 free ones and makes the first. And the Rebels trail 37-34. Arkansas will be able to inbound and get an opportunity themselves. But what a swing this could be. Second one's good. I mean, huge swing, Murphy Holloway.
Huge.
Because you were looking up at one point down double digits, and then Arkansas had kind of held Ole Miss at bay. But the Rebels got a few points, and then here, Patton's third free throw makes it 37-36, Ole Miss down 1. They throw it into Thomas, who heaves it three-quarter court, and he sends it to the cameraman on the right side. What do you think, buddy?
I think that's a great half for the fellas. A lot of resiliency right there, dog. Like you said, we were down 7 at one point, and we were hoping that they didn't bust that thing open and hit a 3 or something, but we came down and scored, and now we're down 1 at the half, playing with house money.
6-0 run over the final 144 to get within 1 point. We've played 20 of the semifinal game. Winner plays Vanderbilt tomorrow. With 20 minutes left to go, it's 37-36, Ole Miss down by 1. Before we take the break, Rebel fans, college basketball, no matter where you're watching this season, get a cold, crisp Dos Equis, Hadi Toddy Gashamati. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York. Dan Kortz is next with a halftime show on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
SJB Pavilion, home of Club Red, where passionate students pack the stands and dial up the energy. After tip-off, it's all over but the shouting. Ford trucks have an iconic tradition too, like Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 49 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Rebels, only at your Mississippi Ford dealer, based on 1977 to 2025 total sales.
Trey Willis, point guard.
Marshall Jones, power forward. Alex Philbin, small forward.
Hi, I'm Tim from C-Spire. Am I in the right place? It always pays to have the right players on your team. That's why C-Spire gives you fiber-fast home internet, nationwide 5G wireless, and best-in-class business solutions, all backed by local 24/7 support. C-Spire, customer inspired.
This is Ole Miss basketball on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NCAA and the Ad Council.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
It's halftime on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield. This halftime show is brought to you courtesy of your Mid-South Ford dealers, where you'll find a tradition as strong as the Rebels in Ford F-Series. America's best-selling trucks 48 years straight. Now to the Learfield Network Studios, here's Dan Kortz.
And hello, everyone, and welcome inside the network studios as the Ford halftime show gets underway. Your Ole Miss Rebels trail the Arkansas Razorbacks 37-36. We take a look around the SEC, presented by Country Pleasin' Sausage. Score updates are brought to you by Country Pleasin', the official sausage of Ole Miss. Check out our butcher shop at 330 Highway 49, Florence, Mississippi. Also find us at your local supermarket. First semifinal of the day saw Vanderbilt defeat Florida 91-74. Vanderbilt have 5 players score at least 10 points, led by Tyler Tanner with 20 in the Vandy win. As that is all that's going on around the SEC on the hardwood today. On the diamond, Ole Miss currently trails Texas in the top of the third, or just tied it in the top of the third, I shall say, at 2 apiece in Austin after their thrilling win last night for Ole Miss baseball. That is your look around the SEC. Ole Miss trails Arkansas 37-36. We'll take a look around the rest of the country when we return. This is Ole Miss basketball from Learfield.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And when you download the Kroger app, you can clip and save more with digital coupons every week. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you can enjoy more ways to save and more rewards every time you shop. So it's always easy to save big every day with savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill, because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Your home for Rebels basketball. This is the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force, and I deployed 3 times. Being a veteran, it's interwoven into your DNA. Is really the absence of the connection and the purpose that can really drive a lot of veterans to some negative thoughts. For those who are in a suicidal crisis, the window of time to save somebody's life is very short. Our duty is to protect ourselves and protect our families, and one way you can do that is store your weapons safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
This message is for Karina, our mom who finished her high school diploma at age 28. Hi, Mom. It's Amethyst and Nicholas. Congratulations on getting your diploma. You worked so hard and have taught us so much. We love you.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Ford halftime show. Your Ole Miss Rebels trail the Arkansas Razorbacks 37-36. We look to the SEC. Now we take a look at the rest of the country. And we'll stick with the games currently in progress in the Big Ten. The second semifinal right now sees Purdue lead UCLA 37-27. Second half just got underway. The winner of that game will get.
You are in a suicidal crisis. The window of time to save somebody's life is very short. Our duty is to protect ourselves and protect our families. And one way you can do that is store your weapons safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
This message is for Karina, our mom who finished her high school diploma at age 28. Hi, Mom. It's Amethyst and Nicholas. Congratulations on getting your diploma. You worked so hard and have taught us so much. We love you.
graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
The Built Ford Tough Halftime Show continues, and it's being presented by your Arkansas Ford dealers. Test drive the Ford F-150, official truck of the Razorbacks at your Arkansas Ford dealer today. Now, once again, here's Zach DeBozart.
Built Ford Tough Halftime Show. Arkansas leading Ole Miss 37-36 at the half. Taking a look around some other conference tournaments. UCLA is trailing Purdue 34-27 at the Big Ten semifinal. Winner of that one will get Michigan. 2 bids were punched today. It was Howard in the MEAC and UMBC in America East. 9 more bids still to be punched later tonight. Back with more after this from Bud Light.
Hi, Phil Elson here, the voice of Razorback Baseball, to tell you about the unbeatable quality at Harp's Food Stores. From farm fresh produce to the finest cuts in the meat department, Harp's delivers nothing but the best. Whether you're prepping for a tailgate or doing your weekly grocery run, Harp's has you covered, and their friendly staff makes shopping a breeze. Razorback fans, for quality you can trust, there's only one place, Harp's Food Stores. Discover their incredible selection today. Harp's, hometown fresh.
A lot of cities claim to be unique, but are they really? Were they the off-season playground for legends like Babe Ruth and Al Capone? Do they sell beer made from thermal spring water that comes straight from the ground below? Do any of these places have a street that has a gangster museum on one side of the road and a national park on the other? Let me go ahead and answer that for you. They don't, because none of them are Hot Springs, Arkansas. For more info, visit hotsprings.org.
In sports, there are many tigers, lions, and bears, but there's only one Razorback. A hog famous for its temper and beloved at Bud Walton Arena. Ford also has a fan favorite, Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 49 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Razorbacks, only at your Arkansas Ford dealer, based on 1977 to 2025 total sales.
You're listening to the Built Ford Tough Halftime Show, presented by your Arkansas Ford dealers and Ford F-150, featuring outstanding capability and smart features like a mobile generator. This is Arkansas basketball.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle, or forget extra diapers. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never, ever become a minivan mom. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
We just kind of knew from the beginning that we were family. They showcase a sense of love that I never had before. I mean, he's not only my parent, like he's like my best friend. At the end of the day, it's all been worth it. I wouldn't change a thing about our lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. Brought to you by Adopt U.S. Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
The Built Ford Tough Halftime Show drives on, and it's being presented by your Arkansas Ford dealers. Test drive the Ford F-150, official truck of the Razorbacks at your Arkansas Ford dealer. Time now for our halftime stats, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Game day deserves the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar, because fan work is thirsty work. Here again, in the Learfield Network studios, Zach DeBozart.
Built Ford Tough Halftime Show. Arkansas leading Ole Miss 37-36. We take a look at the stats. Ole Miss finished the half on a 6-0 run, and Hogs went cold. Haven't scored in 2:21 and have made one of their last 7 shots. That being said, Malik Thomas leads all scorers with 12. You got Trevin Brazil with 11. Darius Acuff only with 4 points, but has 4 rebounds and 5 assists. Arkansas shooting 47% from the field, 33% from deep. Ole Miss is led by Malik Diaz, 10 points, and they're shooting 45% from the field. We are back out to Bridgestone after this from Coca-Cola.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just non-stop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Quit tobacco today with Be Well Arkansas. Be Well Arkansas can help you be healthier, happier, and more active by quitting tobacco. And you can do it all with local resources at no cost to you. Call 833-283-WELL or visit BeWellArkansas.org today for free help. Because it's never too late to be well. Brought to you by the Arkansas Department of Health, your tobacco settlement dollars at work, and Be Well Arkansas.
This has been the Built Ford Tough Halftime Show, presented by your Arkansas Ford dealers and Ford F-150, featuring outstanding capability and smart features like a mobile generator. This is the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds. Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
When I smoke weed, I get lost in the music. I like to isolate each instrument. The rhythmic bass, the harmonies on the piano, the sticky melody.
Hey, careful, babe. There's someone crossing the street.
Sorry, I didn't see him there.
If you feel different, you drive different. Don't drive high. It's dangerous and illegal everywhere. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We welcome you back inside Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. The Razorbacks 20 minutes away from moving on to the championship round, but it has not been easy. Ole Miss playing their 4th game in 4 days. The Rebels with absolutely nothing to lose, Matt Zimmerman, and they're playing like it again today.
Yeah, they really are. They're just playing free. To me, they look like a tired team, but we've taken advantage of that with some transition points, a lot of dunks. Ole Miss hadn't contested that very much, but we really got to get in their legs in this second half.
Start of the second half brought to you by Qual Choice Health Insurance. When you're in the market for an employee health plan, Qual Choice has exactly what you need. Arkansas-based service, competitive rates. Call Qual Choice for a quote today. Razorbacks led by Malik Thomas, 12 points in the first half, 11 for Trevin Brazil. Darius Acuff held to 4 points, but he also had 4 rebounds and 5 assists. On the other side, Malik Dia has 10 points, and A.J. Storr off the bench has 9.
Yeah.
Ole Miss will have the ball to begin the second half. It'll be Pringle, Brazil, Richmond, Thomas, and Acuff for the Razorbacks. The original starting fives for both sides, Dia, Scott, Comardine, Perry, and Pinkins. For Ole Miss, Rebels with the basketball. Comardine will man the point, gives it away out front to Perry. Travis Perry in the first half did not score. Leaves it out front for Pinkins. Pinkins hit the 3 free throws right at the end of the half. Perry tries a 3 from the right wing. It's no good. Richmond gets the rebound. So Ole Miss comes up empty on their first trip. Arkansas moving from our left to right in the second half, and we've got a whistle and a foul out on the floor, way out on the floor. That one's going to go against the Rebels. They get Comardine for a hold on Acuff.
That's 3, and they're going to have to take him out. That's a big call right there.
Sure is. Comardine exits, and Keza Jiffa's got to come back in. So Comardine at times was their best player in the first half. Hogs throw it in. Little over 30 seconds gone in the second half, and we've got another whistle and another foul away from the ball. This one's going to be against Ole Miss. They call that one on Perry. So 2 quick fouls against the Rebels to get us started in the second half.
Yeah, that's 8 fouls against them. 3 fouls against the Razorbacks.
Richmond, throws it in, gets it right back. Acuff, left side, Billy. Little 2-man game. Darius Steps back on Dia, tries a 2, no good. Perry collects the rebound for Ole Miss. Still no scoring in the second half. They throw it the length of the floor, though. Dia's down there waiting for the pass. He lays it in. Ole Miss is ahead 38-37. A minute into the second half. Malik Thomas pull up, right elbow, jumper in and out, no good. Malik Dia with a rebound for Ole Miss. So the Rebels putting a little pressure on the Razorbacks at the start of the second half. Left side, Jiffa in the corner. Perry's open. 3 in and out, no good. Thomas with a rebound for the Razorbacks. Leaves it for Acuff. Into the front court. Brazil left side. Gives it back to Darius with 18:35 to go. Down the lane. Acuff couldn't get it to drop, but draws the foul. Kissed it off the glass and hung on the rim before falling away, no good. James Scott commits the foul, and Acuff will shoot twice.
Yeah, really good drive right there. He got matched up with Dia, went right around him. They had to come over. Scott had to come help. I'm glad Travis Perry's not shooting the ball well at all. He's struggled throughout the season. He's had 2 pretty open. The one on the left side, when they're up 1, he was wide open and missed.
Acuff's first free throw is good, and that ties the ball game at 38. 5 for Acuff. That was his first free throw attempt of the afternoon. The tempo has favored Ole Miss, although the Razorbacks have tried to push when they could. Acuff makes them both. It's 39-38 with 18 and a half to play.
That'll likely get him going. Normally at the free throw line, he starts wearing out shots after that.
Keza Jiffa mans the point for Ole Miss. Top of the circle to Malik Dia. Dia tried to drive on Brazil. Instead feeds Perry baseline. Nice feed inside James Scott for a 2-hand flush. Perry with the assist. Ole Miss back on top 40-39.
Yeah, Chris Beard's gotten a lot out of this team this week. He's done a good job, no question about that.
Acuff uses a high ball screen, drives the right side down the lane, off the window, no good. But again, he draws the foul. They're giving him that call on the drive today, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. They call that one on Patton Pinkins.
Yeah.
You know, you think about that game down at Gainesville, for example. Acuff would make that move, they'd bump him, and there was no whistle.
Yeah.
When he gets that whistle, it's hard to stop him. When they let the defense bump him, a lot of the times that's when he has problems.
Yeah, that's now 10 fouls against Ole Miss in this game, 3 against the Razorbacks.
First free throw by Acuff is good, and the Razorbacks tied the game at 40. Darius, 3 free throws to start the second half. 18:01 to play in this semifinal. Vanderbilt awaits the winner tomorrow. Acuff, 7 today. Now he's got 8. Hogs back on top, 41-40. Razorbacks pressure off the made free throw. Rebels get it in. Perry bounces it into Keza Jiffa. Jiffa works against Malik Thomas across the timeline. Jiffa lost his footing but kept the dribble. Dishes it right side. Perry passed on the 3. Back to Jiffa with 12 to shoot. Way out on the floor right side. Dia pops out. Ball fake on Brazil. Down the lane. Cut off. Keeps the pivot foot. Reverse layup good. Malik Dia with 14, and Ole Miss back on top, 42-41.
Got his body into Trevin. That's how you can score on Brazil.
17:25 to go. Acuff drives, cut off, kick out Brazil, open right side, 3 rims out, no good. James Scott with a rebound, but we've got a foul against Ole Miss. I think that was Patton Pinkins that fouled Acuff across the floor. That is going to be the call. That's 5 fouls against Ole Miss this half. A.J. Storrs coming back in for the Rebels, and he'll replace Patton Pinkins.
Yeah, we've gotten, that was a good foul, but the Hogs have done a good job not fouling, and now the fouls are really adding up on Ole Miss.
Richmond will trigger it in off the baseline. Billy looks for a cutter. Instead finds Pringle in the corner, and he'll kick it back out front to Brazil. 15 to shoot as they leave it for Acuff. Hogs down 42-41. Acuff, top of the circle, pull-up 3, and he buried it. Darius Acuff with 11. The first 3 for Acuff today, and Arkansas is up 44-42.
Those free throws just get him zoned in, and he's almost always makes every jump shot after free throws. Seldom does he miss one.
Hogs need a stop now. The Razorback lead is a bucket. Storr, left side, Perry way out on the floor, 12 to shoot. Dia off a screen, nice feed down low. Scott's open for a 2-hand jam. Nice interior passing by Ole Miss, and it ties the game at 44. 16:30 to play in the basketball game. Ole Miss continues to play well. Acuff out on the floor, ran right into Malik Dia, dribbled it off Dia's foot out of bounds. Dia came out for the double. Arkansas fortunate to still have possession of the basketball. Beard thought it might have gone off Acuff's foot, but Don Daly says no.
No, that was definitely off the defender's foot.
So Richmond will throw it in at the midcourt stripe. There's 17 to shoot. Richmond triggers it into Darius Acuff. Hogs set it up out on the floor with 16:20 to play in the game. Acuff, left side Richmond, inside the arc, but he was out of bounds when he caught the pass. Caught the pass with a foot on the sidelines. Began his drive, but the turnover will give the ball to Ole Miss with 16:18 to go. Arkansas has turned it over 5 times today. Ole Miss has given it away on 6 occasions. 44 all, our score. Ole Miss drops it into the backcourt to Malik Dia. He had to come back to help. Now he'll dribble it across the timeline. Dia guarded by Pringle way out on the floor. They're clearing it out. Dia going to try to drive on Nick. Keeps the dribble. Now he looks to back him down. Bodies up. Pringle does, and we've got a whistle and a foul. Pringle trying to body up out at the elbow. They charge the foul to Nick, and Ole Miss will throw it in off the baseline with 20 to shoot and 16:01 to play. Patton Pinkins is off the Rebel bench. Chris Beard summons him, and he will come in for Keza Jiffa. So Perry will throw it in now. The transfer from Kentucky. Looks for a cutter. Can't find one, so he gives it to James Scott. Back to Perry. Perry dribbles at the foul line. Double team. Kept the dribble. Gives it to Dia off the glass inside. No good. Dia got his own rebound. Beats Perry in the corner, and he knocks down a three-pointer. Travis Perry, with his first basket of the game. Ole Miss is up by 3. 47-44 with 15:39 to go. The Ole Miss fans begin to whoop it up. Acuff down the lane on the other end, off the glass, no good. Loose ball out of bounds, last touch by Arkansas.
Oh, there we're going to get
They may come in and overrule it. Owen Short's coming in to talk to Don Daly. And they're going to reverse the call, give the ball to the Razorbacks. So Arkansas will have it when we come back from the under-16 timeout. It's being brought to you in part today by your Arkansas Ford dealers and the Ford F-150. Like the Razorbacks, the F-150 has a strong tradition, earned with outstanding capability, and smart features like a mobile generator. That's how you create a fan favorite and the official truck of the Razorbacks. 15:31 to go. Ole Miss is up 47-44. We're back after this for Summit Utilities.
Summit Utilities is proud to be a part of your community, and helping you save energy is important to us. That's why we offer a variety of rebates and energy-saving programs so you can do more and spend less. From your business to home, we've got you covered. Water heaters, furnaces, food service equipment, commercial and industrial systems. Yes! Save on all of it. Visit summitutilities.com to learn about our energy-saving programs.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, does your bathroom need a makeover? Bath Makeover of Arkansas offers bathtubs, walk-in showers, and walk-in bathtubs. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. Arkansas homeowners trust Bath Makeover of Arkansas with their bathroom project. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH to schedule your free design consultation backed with a price lock guarantee. That's 1-800-NEW-BATH, 1-800-NEWBATH.
Before the roar and the records, there was Baptist Health.
Brooks Edmondson, Arkansas offensive line, born at Baptist Health.
Anna Kate Nichols, Razorback Golf, born at Baptist Health.
Quincy Rose Jr., D lineman for the Hogs, born at Baptist Health.
Champions are born at Baptist Health. Here, our game is delivering the state's most trusted care for Arkansas and for the champion in you. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
You're listening to Arkansas basketball in the SEC tournament. Once again in Nashville, alongside Matt Zimmerman. Here's the voice of the Razorbacks, Chuck Barrett.
15:31 to play. The Razorbacks trailing Ole Miss 47-44. And let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield. Our broadcast today being brought to you by the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. Since 2009, the lottery's funded over 160,000 U of A scholarships for in-state students. You can make a lasting impact, and you can find out more by logging on to myarkansaslottery.com. See, the Razorbacks are 1 of 5 in the second half. Ole Miss is 5 for 8.
Yeah,
Thus, it's a 3-point Rebel lead.
Yeah, I mean, and we're fortunate we've gotten to the free throw line in this half to kind of help us stay in there, because Ole Miss has been more aggressive on the offensive end, as you've said. So they're looking pretty good. And the 1 for 5 for us, we got to get back to attacking and getting to the rim. Maybe Malik Ewan can help us here.
Razorbacks 4 of 4 from the line in the second half. Ole Miss has yet to shoot a second half free throw. Malik Ewan has checked in. Ewan, Brazil, Richmond, Thomas, and Acuff. There's 14 on the shot clock as Arkansas prepares to throw it in. Acuff will be the trigger man. Darius handed the basketball. Got to get rid of it now. Trying to lob it into Ewan. Knocked out of bounds by A.J. Storr. It'll stay with the Razorbacks with now 12 on the shot clock, and Acuff's got to throw it in out of the corner.
Yeah, let's run a different play here. Get a little better inbounds.
Tough spot to drop it in from. This time he gets it into Malik Ewan. Ewan wanting to give it back to Acuff, and now he does with 7 to shoot. Darius way out on the floor, left side. Free throw line extended. 1 dribble, 3 on the way. 2 strong, no good. Rebound batted out to Brazil. Ewan kept it alive. Brazil with a basketball to the lane, and he lays it up and in. Brazil attacked the rim. Hogs within 1, 47-46 with 15:05 to go.
Really big offensive rebound there. Hogs get 2 off of it.
Ole Miss has made 4 of their last 5 shots. Hogs need a stop. A.J. Storr dribbles out near the midcourt stripe against Billy Richmond. Storr steps back, going to try a 3 from the right side. 2 strong, no good. Thomas with a long rebound. Malik's going to go end to end. Kept the dribble and then lost it right at the end. Storr stole it. Thomas stole it back. 3-pointer good from Malik. Storr stole it from Thomas. He stole it right back. And the 3-pointer gives Arkansas a 49-47 lead.
One of the best players in the country, Malik Thomas. Huge defensive steal. Huge 3-pointer.
14:20 to go. Storrs down the lane with a left hand. Gets the scoop to fall. A.J. Storrs with a tough shot. Ties the game at 49. Storr has 11. 14-10 to play in the game. Acuff picks up the dribble at the logo. Needs some help. Thomas comes to him. Ewan out high. Back to Malik. Off a dribble. Handoff. 3-pointer. No good. Rebound pulled away by Scott for Ole Miss. They've got the ball in a tie game. 13:55 to go. Storr dribbles way out on the floor against Billy Richmond. The transfer from Kansas straight away. Deep 3. Rims out. No good. Long rebound. Dia in the lane on Brazil. Lays it up and in. Malik Dia with the bucket off the long rebound. And Ole Miss is back up 51-49.
He just won't go away. Great play there by Malik Dia.
16 points, 4 rebounds for Dia. 13:25 to go. Hogs down a bucket in the half court. Richmond, top of the circle, left side Acuff. Acuff works on Pinkins, baseline, tried to dump it for Richmond. Pass knocked away and stolen by James Scott. Hogs too close to one another to make the bounce pass work there. Rebels with the basketball. Perry in the front court, away left side Storr. Scott pops out with 13 minutes to play. Pinkins now behind the back of the elbow. Shot clock at 10 for Ole Miss. Right side, Dia pulls up. 2-pointer, no good. Rebound Brazil. Trevin with his 5th board. Hogs can tie it with a 2, grab the lead with a 3. Richmond down the lane, and they sling him to the floor on the way to the basket. They might have to review that one. Billy, with his usual reckless abandon, heading to the basket. James Scott just threw him on the floor, and they're not looking at it. You got to be kidding me.
Billy did go flying in there, man. He went so hard to the basket. Great job. I'm glad that Dia missed that shot.
They're going to call it a shooting foul and give Richmond 2 free throws.
Yeah, he didn't throw him. He just kind of had his arm wrapped up, and Billy was going so fast. Did look like he threw him for sure when it happened in real time.
So now Richmond will shoot twice with a chance to tie the game. First free throw's good. DJ Wagner checks in for the Razorbacks. Acuff's going to get a breather. Eduardo Kafke's in for Ole Miss. Elias Commerdine is back in the game. And Augusto Cassia will play for the first time this afternoon. He's a 6'8 junior transfer, hails from Brazil, transferred from Butler. One more free throw for Richmond, trying to tie the game at 51.
Surprised they put him in.
Second one's good. He played briefly in Fayetteville and had 4 points and 3 rebounds. Tied at 51, 12:40 to go. Perry brings it up against DJ Wagner. Behind the back, into the front court, pulls up at the elbow. Commerdine out front, in the paint, pulls up, 10-footer good. Elias Commerdine has 5. Ole Miss back up by 2, 53-51 with 12:25 to go. Hogs in the half court. Wagner running the point now with Acuff on the bench. DJ right side. Thomas off a screen, drives in the paint, cut off, double team, gets it back out to DJ. Away to Richmond. Billy drives off the glass. No. Ewan's tip won't go. Malik got his own rebound, and the Hogs start over. Thomas now drives. Finger roll from Malik is good. Thomas ties the game at 53. 17 for the freshman. 11:50 to play.
Well, he's been outstanding with Darius being a little bit off.
Perry on the other end frees himself for a three-pointer left side, off to the right, no good. Brazil chases down the rebound in the corner. Hogs have it in a tie game with 11:38 to go. Wagner dribbles at the logo, and now he'll leave it for Billy Richmond. Richmond with 4 points, 3 rebounds today. Bounce pass, right side Thomas. Thomas guarded over there by Pinkins. Gets a screen, steps back, tries a 3, no good. Richmond chases down the rebound. Hogs will start over with 11:15 to play in a 53-53 ball game.
10th offensive rebound for the Hogs.
9 to shoot. Wagner down the lane, gets to the rim, lays it up and in. Nice strong move by DJ Wagner. Arkansas back up 55-53 with 11 minutes to play. Ole Miss quickly to the other end, but the Hogs got back nicely. Kafke, top of the circle, wanted to shoot a 3 but couldn't. Instead, goes left side. Commerdine, baseline drive, floater off the glass, up and in. Elias Commerdine with 2 quick buckets ties the game at 55. 10:40 to go as Wagner brings it up.
Commerdine on Thomas with 3 fouls.
Razorbacks in the half court. Slow it down a little bit. Richmond dribbles out at the logo. Left side Thomas. Wagner pops out with 10 on the shot clock. DJ guarded by Travis Perry. They set a screen. Thomas weaves through a double team, gets in the paint, left side. Richmond's open. 3-ball no good. Ewan with a rebound. Malik kicks it out to Thomas. 3-ball good. Ewan kept it alive. Thomas hit the 3. Hogs are up 58-55 with 10 minutes to play in the game.
Big 3 right there. Another offensive rebound.
Commerdine, top of the circle, right side Kafke. Kafke drives. Commerdine's open, top of the key. 3-pointer no good. Tip no good. Long rebound Perry, though. Perry drives and dishes, and Pinkins is fouled on his way to the basket. The shot wouldn't go, but he drew the foul, and he'll be at the free throw line when we return from the timeout. There's 9:47 to play. The Razorbacks lead at 58-55, and we're back after this for Oaklawn.
Experience a new level of luxury at Oaklawn Hot Springs, Arkansas, where the excitement never stops. Elevate your gaming experience at our world-class smoke-free casino and enjoy an unparalleled stay at our Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Find bliss at Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star Astral Spa. Embark on culinary adventures and catch headliner acts at our event center. Book your experience at Oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Follow the Hogs on and off the hardwood at Razorback MBB. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and more. This is Arkansas basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
You wanted to be cool, which led you to smoking, which led to a pack a day. Then you met that special someone. which led to starting a life with them, which led to wanting to live longer, which led to quitting. Then you heard you may be at risk for lung cancer, which led you to getting a low-dose CT scan. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
9:47 to play in the basketball game. The Razorbacks on top 58-55. It's being brought to you by Ballpark, the official hot dog of the Razorbacks. Whether you're at the arena or watching from home, you can't beat the taste of Ballpark beef hot dogs. They're made with 100% beef. Ballpark hot dogs, grab one and enjoy the game. Arkansas 6 of 6 from the line in the second half. That has helped offset 6 of 16 from the floor, 37% the second half. For the ball game, the Razorbacks 44%, 22 of 50. Ole Miss slightly better, 48%, 23 of 48 for the Rebels. Highland Dairy three-pointer update. Got a splash of fresh flavor with dairy products from Highland Dairy. Razorbacks 5 for 15, Rebels 5 for 19. We mentioned 6 of 6 from the line in the half, 9 of 12 for the ball game for Arkansas. Ole Miss has only gotten to the stripe 4 times. They've made all of them. Arkansas has out-rebounded them 32-22. They are 21-7. That's the advantage in second chance points for Arkansas today.
Yeah, that's those 12 offensive rebounds going to work. And Malik Ewan has been outstanding in this game. He hadn't played a lot. 14 minutes, Chuck, and he's got all these rebounds, 6 offensive, 3. A couple of them have been tips that he missed. But he's still got 9 rebounds. He's done a great job so far. And the Razorbacks just got to turn the heat up a little bit. You got a 3-point lead right now, but they're going to the foul line.
It's being brought to you in part today by Roller Funeral Homes. Roller Funeral Homes has been voted the best of the best by Arkansans for over 20 years. They offer a wide range of respectful options from life insurance policies to pre-planning services. Reach out to your local Roller Funeral Home. Pat Pinkins at the line for Ole Miss as we resume play. 2 shots for the freshman with Arkansas up by 3. The first one rattles around, falls away, no good. Out of the timeout, Ewan, Brazil, Richmond, Wagner on the floor for the Razorbacks along with Malik Thomas. Acuff still on the bench right now. One more free throw for Pinkins. He's got 6 points today. The second one's on the way, got that one to fall, and it's a 2-point Razorback lead, 58-56. Pinkins checks out for Ole Miss. Malik Diaz back in. The Razorbacks will throw it in the backcourt. Wagner continues to run the show. Into the front court with 9:43 to play. DJ, top of the circle, hesitates a bit, steps back with a foot on the line. A 2-pointer rims out, no good. Comardine with the board for Ole Miss. They've got the ball down 2 with 9.5 to play. Elias Comardine way out on the floor, left side, A.J. Storr. Storr guarded by Richmond. 15 to shoot for Ole Miss. Storr gets a screen out high, goes to the elbow, leans in, shot blocked, but we've got a foul on Arkansas. Ewan blocked the shot, but Richmond got him with a body. And so Elias Comardine will go to the line for a pair.
I kind of thought he jumped into him a little bit.
He did jump into him. He initiated the contact.
Yeah, you're right. He's the guy that started. Billy was kind of off balance in the air, and he bullied into him, and they didn't initially call it, but once he went up to the shot, they called the foul.
So 2 for A.J. Storr. The first one's good, and Ole Miss is within 1. It's 58-57. Acuff's back in. DJ Wagner goes to the bench. So Acuff returns with 9:14 to play.
Let's mark that down, 9:14, and we're either going to be tied or up 1.
Second free throw by Storr is good. We are deadlocked at 58. This one is going to be decided down the stretch. The winner gets Vandy tomorrow. Acuff into the front court. Darius gets a screen from Ewan, steps up inside the arc. Pull-up jumper, no good. It caroms over the glass and out of bounds. So it'll be Ole Miss's basketball with 9:05 to go.
Chuck, we hadn't seen him shoot a 17-foot pull-up and hit the rim and go over the backboard and hit the shot clock all season. It's just been that kind of shooting day so far, and we know how hot he can get quickly.
Acuff 3 of 12 from the floor today, has 11 points. 9 minutes to play, tied at 58. Storr brings it up for the Rebels. Picked up in the midcourt stripe by Billy Richmond. James Scott comes out to set a screen. Left side on the wing now. That's Dia. Dia's going to try to back Brazil down. Gets to the low block, kicks it out. Comardine with 6 to shoot. Bad pass. Comardine got it back off the glass. No good. Rebound, Trevin Brazil. Brazil clears the board with 8.5 to play. Ahead to Acuff. Left side, Thomas. Malik gets to the rim. The shot short, but he's going to the line. Thomas going to the basket. Drew the foul on A.J. Storr. And Malik will have a pair with 8:28 to play.
Yeah, take a deep breath right there. You're right. Comardine almost turned it over, but he got the ball back, missed about a contested 8 or 9 footer, and they had a chance to get a rebound stick back. They fumbled it around. Good defensive stop by the Razorbacks.
Big free throws here for Malik with 8:28 to play. Thomas, 20 points on the afternoon. First free throw's good. Malik's now 3 of 3 from the line. Travis Perry back in for Ole Miss. So is Keza Jiffa. Comardine goes out, as does Kafke. One more free throw for Malik. Arkansas by 1. Thomas, 21 points this afternoon. Came in averaging just over 15. Second free throw rattles around, drops home, and Arkansas's up by 2. It's 60-58 with 8:25 to go. Jiffa will bring it up against Malik Thomas across the timeline. Dribbles out on the SEC logo. Hard screen set by Dia rather. Jiffa back out front to Storr. 12 to shoot. Storr's going to try to go one-on-one on Richmond. Baseline, body contact. Storr turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound batted out to Acuff. Hogs on the move. Thomas leaves it for Ewan, and Malik throws it down with 2 hands. The assist from Thomas, the dunk by Ewan. Hogs are up 62-58 with 7:50 to go. In transition, the Razorbacks increase their lead to 4. Razorback fans on their feet now. Ole Miss in the half court, 13 to shoot. Perry, baseline drive, pass deflected by Richmond, saved by Billy to Ewan. Razorbacks on a run out. They lob Acuff to Ewan, a 2-hand slam, and Chris Beard's got to call a timeout. Arkansas in transition has opened up a 64-58 lead, and they are calling the Hogs at Bridgestone Arena. We've got a timeout. 7:30 to play. 64-58. Now this for the Arkansas Ford dealers.
In sports, there are many tigers, lions, and bears, but there's only one Razorback. A hog famous for its temper and beloved at Bud Walton Arena. Ford also has a fan favorite, Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 49 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Razorbacks, only at your Arkansas Ford dealer, based on 1977 to 2025 total sales.
As an SEC fan, you know what extra is about. You see it every time your team leaves everything they've got out on the field. That's what a Regions Green Print planning session with your banker feels like. Extra support, extra belief in you, and strategies that bring you extra financial confidence. We believe extra changes everything. And at Regions, extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
You're listening to Arkansas basketball in the SEC tournament. Once again in Nashville alongside Matt Zimmerman. Here's the voice of the Razorbacks, Chuck Barrett.
The Razorbacks have held Ole Miss without a field goal for the last 3 minutes and 18 seconds, and they have gone off on a 6-0 run in less than a minute to open up a 64-58 lead with 7:30 to go. It's being brought to you in part by Coke Zero Sugar. Crisp, refreshing, irresistibly tasty. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Well, try and decide. Coca-Cola, proud to be the official soft drink sponsor of the Razorbacks. Z, the defense turned up, and that's led to the run.
Yeah, it really has. The defense has gotten better. Razorbacks have now blocked only one shot, but have changed probably 7 or 8 shots. And the defensive rebounding continues to be strong. On all these shots that they've missed, 27 of them, we've gotten 22 defensive rebounds on 27 Ole Miss shots. 22 defense out of 27 is outstanding. Ole Miss only 5 offensive rebounds.
Malik Thomas, 22 points to pace the Razorbacks, 13 for Brazil, 11 for Darius Acuff. Malik Dia leads Ole Miss with 16. A.J. Storr off the bench with 13 points. The Razorbacks 11 of 14 at the free throw line. Ole Miss 7 of 8. Now, Ole Miss has committed 7 fouls this half, so any fouling that they do will put Arkansas on the free throw line. Arkansas has only fouled 3 times in this half. The arrow favors the Razorbacks right now.
Yeah, Razorbacks get the next jump ball. The fouls in the game are 13-6. It's been a good whistle. It's been a clean game for the most part. And these 3 referees have done a pretty good job. It's really been good for Arkansas.
Ole Miss will inbound it off the baseline in the backcourt. Hogs show some pressure. Rebels get it in, and A.J. Storr will work against Billy Richmond across the timeline with 7:23 to play. Hogs by 6. Storr right side. Ewan steps out for the double. They tried to go cross court, and Brazil stole the pass. The double made the play. Storr tried to throw over it, and Arkansas forces the turnover.
Good defense. Second steal of the day by Trevin Brazil. 8th for the Hogs.
7 minutes to play in the game, and we've got a whistle and a foul away from the ball. They fouled Acuff away from the ball, and that's going to be a 1-and-1. It'll come after the timeout, though. 7:04 to be precise. Hogs are up 64-58. Now this for Arkansas Blue Cross.
How can the right care make our state stronger? By keeping our workforce healthy as it moves our communities forward, and empowering employees with the best healthcare plans and the best solutions to keep their companies growing. Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield has been taking care of business in our state for more than 75 years with health insurance and peace of mind that's been trusted for generations, providing the health coverage you need to succeed. Take good care, Arkansas.
Going to the basket, and he throws it down with one hand.
The home of the Hogs. This is Arkansas basketball on the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield.
When your car is making a strange noise, no matter what it is, you can't just pretend it's not happening.
That's an interesting sound.
It's like your mental health. If you're struggling and feeling overwhelmed, it's important to do something about it. It can be as simple as talking to someone or just taking a deep, calming breath to ground yourself. Because once you start to address the problem, you can go so much further. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark, and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
7:04 to play in the ball game. Arkansas leads it 64-58. Our game recap's brought to you by First Security Bank. As Arkansas's community bank, First Security is all about taking care of customers and making life better right here in Arkansas. Check them out today at fsbank.com. First Security Bank better. Ole Miss has not scored in over 2 minutes. The Razorbacks are in the midst of a 6-0 run. It's been a day when Darius Acuff has not been at his best offensively, although he has done other things to help the Razorbacks. He has 11 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. It's been the Malik Thomas show for the most part, though. The fellow freshman has 4 3-pointers, 7 of 12 from the floor, 22 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. The winner gets Vanderbilt tomorrow. Vanderbilt knocked off Florida earlier today, 91-74. The Commodores dominant in disposing of the top-seeded Gators. And Arkansas trying to dispose of a very stubborn Ole Miss team. It's a Rebel squad that has beaten Texas, Georgia, and Alabama in successive days, or on successive days, to get here. And they're not dead yet. Arkansas is yet to put away Ole Miss with 7:04 to go.
No, still time left, but Darius, he's dynamite at the free throw line. He's got a 1-1. When you add up the rebounds, the turnovers, and the fouls in this game, the Razorbacks are plus 21.
Acuff's 4 of 4 at the line this afternoon. He'll step to the stripe with a chance to increase the Razorback lead. The front end of the 1-1 is good, and Arkansas's lead is now 7. The Razorbacks led by 11 at one point in the first half. Ole Miss's largest lead has been 3.
Yeah, I think we were up about 11 around about the middle of the first half.
Second free throw's good. Acuff cans them both. Arkansas is up 66-58. Now they show some pressure in the backcourt off the made free throw. Ole Miss gets it in, and now it'll be Elias Comerdine that brings it up against Billy Richmond. Comerdine out of the logo, gets a screen from Scott, weaves right side, keeps the dribble. Now going to try to take Ewan at the elbow. Jumper no good. Brazil pulls down the board. 8th rebound for Trevitt. 13 and 8 for Brazil. 6:40 to go. Into the front court come the Razorbacks, armed with an 8-point lead. Richmond works against Comerdine at the top of the circle. Acuff comes out, and he'll dribble now between the circles on Patton Pinkins takes him down the lane, missed the driving layup. Ewan gets the rebound, though. They triple team Malik. They call it jump ball, and the arrow will keep it with Arkansas. Ewan got the rebound, and the arrow will keep it with the Razorbacks with 6:18 to play and 16 to shoot.
I thought he got fouled in there. He got wrapped up, but boy, Darius drove it. He just couldn't finish it.
So Acuff will throw it in off the baseline with Arkansas leading by 8. Substitution for the Rebels. Eduardo Kafke comes in. Malik Dia will get a quick breather.
Not sure I'd take Dia out, down 8 points.
Ole Miss has not scored nearly 3 minutes. Hogs throw it into Thomas. Right side. Works against James Scott. 12 to shoot. Thomas takes him off the dribble. Pull up from the right elbow is good for Malik. 24 for Thomas. Hogs by 10. 68-58 with 6:05 to go. Big bucket from Thomas there. Comerdine down the lane on the other end. It goes off the glass and one. Just when it looked like the Hogs were about to put him away, Comerdine makes a tough bucket, and he'll go to the free throw line as well.
I think you could have gave it to Billy, but it looked like they gave it to Malik Ewan, who's had a very, very good game off the bench.
First foul on Ewan. Comerdine, 9 points today.
Done a good job on him. He's not played as well today.
Free throw, too strong off the back of the iron. Ewan with a rebound. Hogs by 8 with a basketball. 68-60 with 5:50 to go. Acuff dribbles it into the front court. Darius way out near the midcourt stripe. Bounce pass left side. Thomas, baseline drive, feeds Brazil, but there was a foul before the pass. They bumped Thomas on his baseline drive, and he's going to go to the foul line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, the last 1-and-1 of the game. I love 1-and-1s, and we got some great foul shooters this season. It's been fun watching them, for the most part, shoot free throws all season. It's nice when they're going up there, you feel pretty confident.
9th foul against the Rebels this half. The first by Malik is good. He earns the bonus, and Arkansas is up by 9, 69-60. Dia's going to come back in for Ole Miss, and he'll replace James Scott.
Arkansas needs to put another guy at the free throw line.
One more for Thomas to try to push the lead back out to 10.
Billy goes up there now. You got a chance. He's probably going to make it, but you want to have some size up there, get a rebound in case he does, but he's such a great shooter.
Thomas makes them both, and the Hogs are up by 10. It's 70-60 with 5:43 to go. Travis Perry across the timeline against Acuff. Darius dogs him out near the midcourt stripe. 5.5 to play. They bounce it left side. Dia's going to try to back Ewan in. Kick out, Kafke, top of the circle. Couldn't get the shot away. Rebels skip it right side. Pinkins baseline drive. The shot goes and one. Pinkins draws the foul, and Ole Miss again is going to have a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, long continuation. That would never be counted as a basket 4 years ago, but now they do it. He beat Billy off the dribble, and I don't know if they called it on Malik or on Billy. Billy got beat off the dribble. Hogs still got a 10-point lead before that shot. Now you're at 8-point lead.
So a free throw is coming for Patton Pinkins, with a chance to pull Ole Miss within 7. The free throw is up. It's good. It's 70-63 with 5:20 to go.
You know, Hogs offense on pace to get to that 90 average we've been getting all season.
Acuff into the front court, leaves it for Malik Thomas. Brazil out high. 5:08 to play. Left side Acuff. Darius at the foul line, pull-up jumper, rims out, no good. Richmond high to get the rebound and kicks it back out. Acuff, top of the circle, missed a three, and Scott got the rebound. Scott got the rebound, and Ole Miss has the ball with 4:49 to go. Arkansas still up by 7. Comerdine, left side, in the corner. Perry for 3, and he knocks it down. Travis Perry pulls Ole Miss within 4. It's 70-66 with 4:30 to play.
He's one of their few three-point guys, and you got to stay on him. Hogs were too far back.
4:25 to go. Arkansas by 4. Richmond, left side, Malik Thomas. Thomas, baseline on Comerdine, behind the back. Can't get the shot away. 7 to shoot. Thomas dribbles out, top of the circle, fires a 3, no good. Foul on the rebound. A foul on the rebound, and that's going to go against Arkansas.
No,
pardon me, going to go against Ole Miss. So Arkansas is going to go to the foul line.
Well, good job there by Malik Ewan getting inside position on the low post, and he got a good call right there. And Comerdine didn't argue at all. He knew that it was he pushed because he was about to give up a basket. 2 shots here for Malik Ewan. Hits the first one. Hogs go up 71-66. We've got 4:12 left, and so we are getting close to the last media timeout, which will come the first dead ball under 4 minutes. Malik Ewan, outstanding game today for the Razorbacks. Buries that foul shot, all net. Hogs up 6. Comerdine brings the ball down the court for the Ole Miss Rebels. Pass out. Wide open shot by Travis Perry. He didn't make it. Offensive rebound. James Scott back out to Comerdine. Ball at the top. Left-hand dribble across the top. Pick and roll. Inside to Scott. He kicks it out. Klafke wide open. Misses it. Another offensive rebound. Perry gets it. Good defense. Kicks it out. Right side. Pinkins hits it over Trevin Brazil. Hogs did a good job getting out on Perry. Made him have to pass it. But when he made a great pass to the side, Pinkins with a big three-pointer. 72-69. Razorbacks up 3. 3:20 left in this game. Darius Acuff on the left side of the floor. Dribbles down against Pinkins. They called a block. He tried to take a charge. They've not got that call all day. Byron Jarrett, who's given the Razorbacks a good whistle today. He calls a block, and the basket is made. Beautiful shot right there. Good by Darius Acuff. Foul's going to be on Pinkins. Hogs go up 74-69 with 3:12 left. Coming back after this last media timeout.
Oh, did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you. We're your shield. We are your shelter.
With Toyota's versatile SUVs, you'll be ready for any adventure, no matter who you're adventuring with. Bringing your furry co-pilot along, the RAV4's Power Pack Performance is bound to spark some zoomies. Right, buddy? Going out on the town with your partner in crime? Scoop them up in the Corolla Cross. Its sleek design will make up for the fact that you're always fashionably late. No matter who you're rolling with, there's a Toyota SUV fit just for you. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota is a proud sponsor of Razorback Athletics. The RAV4 is ready for Razorback country and beyond. Find yours today. Toyota. Let's go places. See packages and options at toyota.com for feature availability.
My name is Billy Richmond, and I'm a guard for the Arkansas Razorbacks. What's it like being a Razorback? Someone who's strong-minded, mentally tough. We got the best fans here. Like, you always got to be 100% if you want to go 100%. So I feel like if you're healthy, then you can just always give it your all. My relationship with my trainers and UAMS physicians are everything.
UAMS Health, the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics.
3:12 to play in the basketball game. The Razorbacks are up 74-69, and Darius Acuff is going to be at the foul line to try to complete the three-point play. Pat Pinkins committed the foul just prior to the timeout. Acuff only 4 of 16 from the floor, Z, but he's 6 of 6 from the line. He has 15 points. He has 5 rebounds. He has 6 assists. Malik Thomas has 26 to lead all scorers. But give Acuff credit. He's found a way to contribute without pouring in 37 like he did last night against Oklahoma.
Yeah, I think he had a game this year where he missed 14 shots, and he's missed 12 in this one. Not been his best performance, but he's contributed, as you said, in a lot of different ways. He made a big three-pointer earlier. He's been dynamite at the free throw line. He's been running the offense. Hey, but when Scotty Thurman wasn't doing it, Corliss Williamson was. And when they were both on, you could beat anybody in the country. And in this case, the Corliss and Scotty being Darius and Malik. And Malik is picked up. Last night, Malik wasn't doing it. Darius was doing it all. Tonight, it's been Malik Thomas carrying the load, and Darius has helped out along the way.
Hey, you can become a Razorback and earn a degree from the University of Arkansas no matter where you live. Online students at the U of A receive the same high-quality education as on-campus students. So go to online.uark.edu to find a program that lets you advance your career or start a new one. The U of A Online. Apply now at online.uark.edu. So here's Acuff to the line to try to push the lead back out to 6. One bounce, the free throw's good, and Arkansas is up 75-69. Comardine will bring it up for the Rebels. Billy Richmond's done a nice job on him in the second half. Comardine out near the midcourt stripe. Scott comes to set a screen. Comardine weaves through the double, gets to the rim, throws it down with one hand. Elias Comardine has 11. It's 75-71.
But Billy on him that time, and Billy got caught up in the dribble. Not good defense, and Ole Miss goes and gets a dunk.
2:45 to go. Richmond on the other end. Handles the ball at the top of the circle, now gives it away to Acuff. Ewan comes out high. Darius going to pull up and bury a three from the top of the circle. Acuff suddenly has 19 points. Arkansas is up by 7 with 2:25 to go. 78-71.
Back to that free throw line. Hits a three.
Ole Miss on the offensive end. Scott down the lane to the basket, blocked by Ewan, but they're going to call Malik for a foul. Looked like he got all ball, but might have gotten him with the body.
Yeah, good job right there. Malik contested it well. Looked like it was clean, but you know, when you have very few fouls called on you and it's heavy leaning one way, they're going to try to do that.
Yeah, he got him with the body, and then he reached over.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Scott will shoot twice with 2:18 to go. Hogs up 78-71. The free throw by James Scott is good, and it's a 6-point ball game. Scott today, 7 points and 7 rebounds. That was his first free throw attempt of the afternoon. He'll have one more to try to pull the Rebels back within 5.
He's really become a pretty good player for them.
Missed the second free throw, and Brazil gets the rebound. Trevin Brazil with 9 boards. Ewan already has a double-double, 10 and 12. Brazil has 13 and 9 right now. Malik Thomas way out on the floor, away to Richmond between the circles, and he'll hand it off to Acuff. Acuff has it knocked away from behind, but right to Richmond. Hogs keep possession with 10 to shoot. 1:55 to play now. Acuff out on the floor, lost the handle. It's stolen away by Pinkins. Pull up three in transition, short, no good. Richmond had the rebound, and he stepped out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds on the baseline, and Ole Miss is going to get it back with 1:45 to go. Still a 78-72 Razorback lead, but the Rebels are going to have the basketball.
I don't know if we've ever had a game this season where Darius has had 5 turnovers, but he committed his 5th turnover.
Commerdine will trigger it in off the baseline. Got to hurry. Gets it into Scott. Back to Commerdine. Quick three. Too strong. Thomas with a rebound. Hogs are up 6, and they've got the ball with 1:35 to go. Acuff into the front court. Leaves it for Malik. 90 seconds to play in the ball game. Bad pass by Richmond, deflected out of bounds. Arkansas fortunate there that Ole Miss didn't steal that. It'll stay with Arkansas. They'll inbound it in front of the Hog bench with 15 to shoot and 1:27 to play. 78-72. Richmond drops it into Malik Ewan way out on the floor, and he'll leave it now for Acuff. Shot clock at 10.
Spreading it out here. Let him drive.
Going to work on Perry. Down the right side of the lane. Pull up from about 12's no good. Ewan went and got another rebound. Ewan got the offensive board. They kick it out to Thomas, and Arkansas bleeds some clock now. How about 13 rebounds for Malik Ewan today? There's a minute to play in the game. Thomas down the lane feeds Richmond on a cut. Billy kicks it out. Acuff for 3 from the right side. No good. Scott with a board for Ole Miss. 78-72. Kafke down the lane in the corner to Perry. He buries a 3, and Chris Beard calls a quick timeout. Beard called a timeout with 47.7 to play. Ole Miss within 3. It's 78-75. It's a one-possession ball game.
Yeah, he had a layup, Klafke, Chuck, and he said, I'm going to find my teammate who's the best shooter for Ole Miss today, Travis Perry, and he buried it in the right corner. Klafke made a pass fake, brought it back, and then made the pass. Really nice play. Hogs are in pretty good shape. We got great free throw shooters. There's not 2 or 3 minutes left. There's 47.7 seconds left. Be strong with the ball. Chuck, we got 3 timeouts. Call timeout if you get in any trouble. And Ole Miss is probably not going to foul. So run your offense, and if you get a bucket, a 2 or a 3 or free throws, you're going to be that much closer to winning this.
You think Ole Miss plays defense this entire possession?
I probably would not, but I think that's what he may do, just knowing Chris Beard. He's going to want to try to, this isn't his best defensive team, but he's going to want to try to guard him. There's a whole 30 seconds on the shot clock, because if he can get the rebound with 17, 18, 19, 20 seconds left, he's down 3.
Well, it's all being brought to you in part today by Shelter Insurance. They're the presenting sponsor of the Battle Line rivalry. We'll do that in October next year. Arkansas and Mizzou, and it's all presented by Shelter Insurance. Ewan, Richmond, Brazil, Acuff, and Thomas. The 5 on the floor for the Razorbacks. Travis Perry, Elias Commerdine, Patton Pinkins is out there for Ole Miss. So is Eduardo Klafke and James Scott.
They keep Dia out of the ball game.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's been cramping up. He's not played a lot here down the stretch. Malik Ewan can always run up here in this press offense and be the relief pass.
Thomas is going to be the trigger man on the baseline. We don't see that a lot. He drops it into Acuff. Hogs have the basketball. 45 seconds to play. It's about an 18-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. 20 to shoot, 38 to play. Arkansas by 3. Acuff dribbles out near the midcourt stripe. Ole Miss doubles, bounce pass, left side. Brazil to the basket. They blocked his shot. Scott comes out of there with it. Shot clock's off. 25 seconds to go. Hogs by 3.
Stay on Perry. Billy's on it. Nope.
Commerdine dribbles out near the midcourt stripe, guarded by Thomas. 15 seconds to play. Commerdine drives. Perry off a screen. Couldn't get the 3 away. 10 seconds to go. And Ole Miss going to call a timeout with 9 seconds to play. They wanted Perry to shoot that 3 coming off the screen, but he couldn't free himself. So now they're going to have to draw up another play with 9 seconds to go.
That was, if we win this ball game and Hogs are up 3 with 9 seconds left, a big part of it was that right there.
That sure was.
I don't know how much time when they got him, maybe 25, 27. And I thought Ole Miss got one timeout left. I thought he had two timeouts when they got that defensive rebound. But he didn't call it. He wanted to run the play, and they went through two actions on that set. And Arkansas guarded both of those actions very well. Billy, Darius, and Malik, they couldn't lift the shot up. They had to call a timeout. Now Coach Cal can decide, hey, do we want to foul?
Right.
If they, do we want to not give them an open three? Knowing Cal, he's probably going to say, guys, we're going to defend them and take a tough shot. Go get that rebound. We win the ball game.
The next foul does send them to the line for a 1-and-1. That wouldn't tie the game, but it would stop the clock. They've added half a second, so there's 9.5 to go now. In a 78-75 ball game, Arkansas leading. A trip to the finals on the line right now. Travis Perry will be the trigger man for Ole Miss. Hogs break the huddle. DJ Wagner's checked in. Wagner, Acuff, Thomas, Richmond, and Brazil.
Take Ewan out. He's the one been in. They take Malik Ewan out.
So 9.5 to play. And they hand the ball to Travis Perry. Perry, way out on the floor, gets it inbounds to Commerdine. 7 seconds, and the Hogs do indeed foul. Billy Richmond commits a foul out on the floor. And
it's going to be the seventh.
That's the seventh foul against Arkansas, so it's a 1-and-1 as Malik Ewan comes back in for DJ Wagner with 7.2 to play. So it's a 1-and-1 for Elias Commerdine. Hogs by 3. Commerdine, 11 points today. The front end is good. It's 78-76. They can only pull within one with a made free throw, and now Ole Miss has got a decision to make. Does he miss on purpose, or does he try to make it?
I think he's going to make it, and then they're going to try to steal it, but we got great free throw shooters.
Commerdine's free throw's good. 78-77. And now John Calipari wants a timeout. Arkansas has not scored in 2.5 minutes. Ole Miss is on a little 6-0 run right here, making it close at the end. They are within one with 7.2 to play.
Yeah, and I guess Ole Miss called it, Chuck, because they haven't taken a time off Arkansas. Now
they didn't have any left.
Okay, you're right. They did. They just took one off. They just took the one off Arkansas. Yeah, because they called the last one before that. And so, look right now, if Arkansas is going to run a good set, and it's just to get the ball into Darius or Malik. That's all it's going to be. Who's going to be the inbounder? It could be DJ, but it looks like DJ's been subbed out. So Billy's a pretty good inbounder. Even Trevin Brazil has become a very good inbounder. Or will it be one of the guards? You got to remember, you're not up 3, you're up 1. Jump ball arrow goes to Ole Miss.
Yeah.
And so we have to be careful right here. And again, if we get in a bind, if you're unsure of the inbounds pass, call timeout. We have 2 timeouts left.
So, Arkansas will throw it in off the baseline with 7.2 to play, leading 78-77.
Billy's the inbounder.
Richmond will be the trigger man. Brazil's out there, Thomas. Ewan's on the floor along with Darius Acuff. Owen Short hands the ball to Billy Richmond. Drops it into Thomas. Commerdine fouls him right away. 5.2 to play as Commerdine commits the foul, and Elias Commerdine is fouled out. His afternoon is over, and we'll walk to the other end of the floor for Malik Thomas to shoot a pair of free throws. Now, if he makes them both, it's still a one-possession game, and Ole Miss will have, they're going to put 5.8 on the scoreboard. They'll have that much time to come down and fire a 3.
Yeah, and so Arkansas is going to do the same thing. We got a great free throw shooter right here, and so he's got 2 shots. He never misses 2. We're up 1. He would miss one of these, but he makes them both. Still a one-possession game, and Arkansas is going to foul again. You just got to make sure they're not getting into any kind of upward motion, and got to be smart, but Arkansas will probably foul again up 3. We just did it a minute ago.
So here's Malik Thomas to the foul line. 2 shots with 5.8 to go, and Arkansas up by 1. Thomas, 26 points today, 6 of 6 at the foul line. The first one's on the way, and it's short. Missed it off the front of the rim, no good.
84% free, almost 85% free throw shooter. So now you can't foul, Chuck.
Nope.
You gotta hope. You
gotta defend regardless.
Yeah.
This to make it a 2-point lead. DJ Wagner's going to check in for Ewan.
Hey, they've got two smaller guys up, A.J. Storr and Klafke. You might grab a rebound right here if he misses this second one. Big shot. Come on, Malik.
Thomas, the second free throw is on the way. That one's good. It's a 2-point game, 79-77. Ole Miss without a timeout. Storr takes the inbound. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, got all the way to the rim, laid it up and in with 1.1 to go. Hogs throw it into Brazil. He heaves at the length of the floor, and we're going to overtime. A.J. Storr with the length of the floor off the inbound. Nobody stopped the ball. He laid it in with a left hand. We're tied at 79, and we are going to play some more. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Ole Miss is not dead yet. Overtime after the break on the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield.
My name is Billy Richmond, and I'm a guard for the Arkansas Razorbacks. What's it like being a Razorback? Someone who's strong-minded, mentally tough. We got the best fans here. Like, you always got to be 100% if you want to go 100%. So I feel like if you're healthy, then you can just always give it your all. My relationship with my trainers and UAMS physicians are everything.
UAMS Health, the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics.
Need a power boost after a serious workout? Stick with the original recovery drink. Highland Dairy's chocolate milk contains 13 essential nutrients, including protein and electrolytes, helping you build muscle and hydrate better than water. Our Chocolicious milk is perfect for building healthy bones in little ones and maintaining bone health in adults. It's chocolate milk with no artificial growth hormones and is locally made, so you know you're getting the best for your body. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
The Razorbacks are 1-1 in overtime this year. They played 2 overtimes at Alabama before they lost by a bucket. They beat Mizzou up in overtime to end the regular season. And we are headed to overtime today after an unlikely finish to regulation. A.J. Storr just streaked down the floor, Z, got all the way to the rim, used that left hand, and we're still here.
And Billy Richmond's a really good defender. He 3 times in this second half, he's been beaten off the dribble. Billy's going to give you max effort, great attitude, but he knows he got beat right there. He got on the side of Storr. Storr's a strong physical guy, and he went and made a tough basket. Malik, at Mizzou, Malik missed a free throw that would have wrapped it up in regulation. We still won. He could have made a free throw there, but we could still win this game.
So it'll be Brazil and Scott to jump center as overtime's underway, and Arkansas controls the tip. 79 all, at least 5 extra minutes of basketball. The winner to the final tomorrow. Akoff way out on the floor, doubled, goes inside. Ewan, nice ball fake, and he slams it with 2 hands. Akoff got between the double, and Arkansas's up 81-79. 4:35 to play in overtime. Storr on the other end, lost the handle, out of bounds. Ole Miss turns it over. A.J. Storr got a little ahead of himself there. And the Razorbacks are going to get the ball in the backcourt.
Now, this team is resilient. You got these calm freshman guards. You got a lot of hard playing. Good start to the overtime for the Hogs.
Akoff into the front court, guarded by Perry. Ewan pops out, away left side. Billy Richmond, a long way from the basket. Gives it back up to Akoff. 15 to shoot. Ewan turns and heads to the rim and draws a foul on the way to the basket. Ewan well out on the floor when he got that feed, just turned and went right to the rim. James Scott commits the foul, and Ewan will shoot a pair of free throws.
Yeah, 4 fouls on Scott. They've got foul trouble. Don't forget that Comerdine, one of their best players, number 6, he fouled out in regulation. They fouled quite a bit today. Hogs have virtually no fouls.
Ewan's free throw is good, and the Razorbacks lead it by 3. 82-79. Malik Diaz back in for them. Scott goes out. Keza Jiffa returns, and Eduardo Kafke will sit.
It's 20 fouls today to 10. Billy's the only one with more than 2 fouls. He has 4.
Ewan's second free throw rattles around, drops home. 13 points, 13 rebounds for Malik Ewan today. Hogs by 4. 83-79, 4:08 to play in overtime. Jiffa dribbles out of the top of the circle, gets a screen from Scott, but they couldn't get it to him on the roll. Left side, Storr, baseline on Richmond, cut off, keeps the dribble with 10 to shoot. Storr, gonna try again. Steps back, baseline, jumper over Richmond is good. Tough shot, A.J. Storr pulls Ole Miss within 2, 83-81 with 3:40 to play.
They've got Jiffa guarding Darius.
17 now for A.J. Storr. Hogs in the half court. Thomas guarded by Perry. Drives around him, gets to the rim, lays it up and in. No match there. Perry can't guard Thomas. 85-81 with 3:20 to go. Now the Razorbacks need a stop. Jiffa picks up the dribble out near midcourt. Needs some help. Goes right side to Perry with 15 on the shot clock. Travis Perry at the foul line gets in the paint, but he's cut off by Ewan. Needs some help, gives it away to Pinkins. Pinkins right side, floats from 8, missed the shot. Rebound Malik Thomas. Hogs have it with 3 minutes to play. Ahead to Brazil, to the rim, lays it up and in. Trevin Brazil has given Arkansas a 6-point lead, 87-81, 2:48 to play in overtime. The Hogs down the floor. They got the bucket. Now Jiffa on the other end beats his man to the rim, and Keza Jiffa lays it in with a left hand. Ole Miss not dead yet. 87-83 with 2:30 to play.
Couple guys. Pinkins for one, limping pretty good. Ole Miss's tired legs. 4th game in 4 days, overtime.
Acuff weaves through the double, gets to the rim, tried to lob it for Richmond. Pass stolen away. Thomas retrieves it, knocked away from behind, however. Ole Miss out of there with it. Storr to the other end, didn't have numbers, so he'll wait with 2:10 to go. The Razorback lead is 4, 87-83. We're in overtime. Storr will handle it out near midcourt. 2 minutes to play in the OT. Steps to the left and buries a three-pointer. That is the second 3 for A.J. Storr. He's got 20 points, 87-86. Ole Miss back within 1 with 1:49 to go. A.J. Storr down the stretch has been a handful. Brazil with 1:40 to play, 15 to shoot. Holds the ball out at the logo, now gives it away to Darius Acuff. 10 on the shot clock. Acuff going to try to take Storr off the dribble down the lane. Scoop off the glass is in for Acuff. 21 for Darius. 89-86 with 1:23 to go. It's a 3-point Razorback lead. They set a screen for Storr, top of the circle. He'll try a 3-pointer. Too strong, no good. Fight for the rebound. Jump ball. The arrow favors Ole Miss. So Ole Miss will keep possession with 1:13 to play. Arkansas up 89-86. Wagner's in for Richmond. And Ole Miss will inbound the basketball on their end of the floor. They'll throw it in off the baseline. Richmond limping some as he heads to the Arkansas bench. They're going to have to tend to him. And we've got a timeout.
Yeah, Razorbacks called a timeout. Hogs had 3 left, now 2 left.
We owe you a station break, so let's pause 10 seconds to allow our stations to identify themselves. This is the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield. A 1:13 to play in overtime. The Razorbacks with an 89-86 lead. What a ball game this has turned into.
Yeah, it really has.
And give Ole Miss credit. You talked about it a minute ago. This is a team, first off, that had lost 12 of 13 games coming into the conference tournament. If there was ever a candidate to be one and done in this tournament, it was the Ole Miss Rebels. But they beat Texas. Then they knocked off Georgia. And then yesterday, perhaps most remarkably, they knocked off second-seeded Alabama, beat them 80-79. They had not trailed for a moment of this tournament until the early stages of this one, when the Razorbacks grabbed the lead. It's been a ball game that has seen 11 ties and 13 lead changes, and we've got 1:13 left in overtime, and the issue's not decided yet.
No, not done yet, and it's nice to have the three-point lead, very critical. But a nice drive by Darius. Hogs were only up 1. He went full speed down the paint. They don't have a ton of size. He was able to elevate and finish. He's not shot the ball well today at all. We've said that. He was 5 of 19 before that one, but that was a really important basket. Put the Hogs up 3.
The Razorbacks have scored 10 points in less than 4 minutes of overtime, and they've been perfect from the floor. 4 of 4 from field goal range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Ole Miss not half bad the extra period as well, 3 of 5. And they're probably, or at least from an Arkansas perspective, you're probably not done at the free throw line in this one, I wouldn't think.
No, not. Arkansas is going to shoot more free throws, 2 shots, and a big advantage with the fouls today. We talked about that. Right now it's 19-10, and that's not on the officials. It's been a well-called game for the most part. Hogs have just drove it better, been more aggressive. Billy Richmond's the only Razorback with more than 2. He has 4. They've already had 1 foul out, and Patton Pinkins has 4. James Scott, their only other big man other than Dia, he has 4. So they have much more foul trouble than the Hogs do.
Ole Miss has done a good job down the stretch of getting the ball to the basket. Early in the game, Arkansas was dominating in paint points. I mean, they were plus 15 at one point, I think. It's down to plus 4. Ole Miss done a really good job in the second half driving to the rim, and A.J. Storr has given them another dimension offensively. He leads them with 20 points now. Arkansas, led by Malik Thomas, is 29. He has 5 rebounds and 5 assists as well. 21 for Acuff with 5 boards and 7 assists. Brazil has 15 points, 9 rebounds. Ewan 14 points, 13 rebounds.
Just a crazy game. You add up the rebounds, the turnovers, and the fouls. Hogs are up plus 23. That's really good.
Ole Miss to throw it in off the baseline. Perry will be the trigger man. Drops it into Storr, right side. Drives the paint on Brazil. With the left hand, Storr lays it in. It's a 2-point game, or 1-point game, I'm sorry. 89-88 with a minute to play in overtime. Hogs by 1. Thomas out on the floor, gives it away to Trevin Brazil. Left side, DJ Wagner, guarded out there by Pinkins. Acuff with 15 to shoot. Dribbles at the logo. 50 seconds to play in overtime. They're trying to clear it out. Acuff drives around. Perry gets to the basket, lays it up and in. 23 for Acuff. 91-88. 40 seconds to play in overtime.
Beautiful shot. Great drive. Huge basket.
A.J. Storr on the other end, guarded by Brazil, gets a screen. 30 seconds. Storr down the lane, cut off, kicks it out. Pinkins baseline drive. He stepped out of bounds. He was on the sideline, in fact, when he caught the pass. Ole Miss turns it over with 27.3 to play. The shot clock is off, and Arkansas will inbound it in the backcourt with a 3-point lead.
Yeah, that's why you're glad Commerdine's fouled out. He's a better player than his backup right there, and Jippa got a little excited, stepped about 6 inches out of bounds. Big turnover.
So now DJ Wagner will throw it in. They tell John Calipari he's got to move down to his end of the floor, and Ole Miss is going to spend the timeout, the extra timeout that they receive for overtime. This will be a 30-second timeout with 27.3 to play, and Arkansas leading 91-88 in overtime.
Yeah, this game stretched out. Razorbacks should have won this game in regulation, to me. And you could have. And just didn't execute a couple plays late. And then, of course, the big free throw from Malik. He's done that 2 Saturdays in a row. He could have wrapped the Missouri game up, missed it, and went to overtime. Razorbacks still won. This one, he could have pretty much wrapped it up. Goes to overtime again. And still got a great chance to win. You're up 3 with 27 seconds left. And it's the Razorbacks basketball, so you're going to get fouled. You want Darius, you want Malik to shoot the free throws.
The arrow favors the Razorbacks, too. Wagner, Thomas, Ewan, Acuff, and Brazil on the floor for the Razorbacks. The shot clock is off. It's a 3-point Arkansas lead. If they can survive and advance, they'll play Vanderbilt tomorrow.
Hopefully going to be some Razorback fans leaving this building jubilant. Head to Broadway to celebrate.
So Wagner is set to throw it in. They actually drop back Pinkins in almost a prevent defense. They get it into Acuff. Across the floor, Malik Thomas. Thomas doubled in the backcourt. Heaves it across the timeline to Brazil, and Trevin is fouled by Malik Dia with 18.8 to go. Ole Miss trapped in the backcourt. They were hoping Arkansas would throw it away. Thomas instead got it to Brazil, and now 2 shots for Trevin with 18.8 to go.
This will be our 26th and 27th free throws. They've shot 14.
15 points, 9 rebounds for Brazil today. This to make it a 2-possession game. The first of 2 is up. It is short off the front of the rim. No good. Hogs need to put this thing away.
Yeah, put it away. Make this one. You're up 4. Still a lot of time left. Billy comes back in with 4
Yeah, Billy
fouls.
Richmond coming back in. He'll replace Malik Ewan. Brazil trying to make it academic. There's still 19.4 to go, so there's time. This to make it a 4-point ball game. 1 more for Brazil. 2 dribbles. Free throws on the way. In and out, no good. Rebound Store. Ole Miss could tie it with a 3. A.J. Store into the front court. Richmond's on him. 12 seconds. 11. Store off the dribble. Gets to the rim. Dunks with one hand with 9.3 to go. Ole Miss within 1. They get it into Acuff, and Darius fouled right away with 8 seconds to go. Store opted not to fire the 3. Went straight to the basket. There's still time for Ole Miss. And Arkansas, the best they can do right here is extend the lead out to 3.
Thought Trevin was going to come over and either block it or foul him, and he challenged it. But luckily there was no foul. And good job by Store going to the basket, aggressive. Hogs up 1 at the free throw line, Darius.
So Acuff is at the line. 24 for Store now, by the way. 8.6. That's what they put on the game clock, and Acuff just missed his first free throw. Are you kidding me? Acuff just missed his first free throw. He'll have 1 more.
Can't foul.
It's a 1-point game, 91-90. 8.6 to go. Second free throw by Acuff is good. Darius with 24 points. Ewan is in for Wagner with 8.6 to play. It's a 2-point Arkansas lead. Ole Miss got to go the length of the floor. They throw it into Store. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Store lets it fly. Right side, short on the 3. Brazil with a rebound, and they foul him with 1 second to play. Store just short on the 3-pointer. Trevin Brazil skied to get his 10th rebound of the afternoon. And now with Arkansas up 2, will walk to the other end of the floor with 1 second to play, and Brazil will have a pair of free throws.
Well, it's a good win for the Razorbacks. It was a gutsy win. Did it without Acuff playing very well. He did not. He missed a ton of shots. We've probably not had a guy miss as many shots in a while, but other guys stepped up. He made some big plays, and he made an important second free throw after he missed the first one. Good job, Darius Acuff. Hogs got this one now. Don't do anything. Don't foul. Stay away from them. Make your free throws. 1.6 left.
That foul was on Patton Pinkins. He's fouled out of the ball game, and Chris Beard is taking full advantage of his allotted time to get another player into the lineup. That allows both teams to go to their respective benches. It's not a timeout. It's just the Ole Miss coach utilizing all the time that he's allowed to get a substitute in for the player who's fouled out. Don Daly's over there saying it's time to go. Arkansas is on the floor.
We still got 2 timeouts if we need them.
So Brazil will be at the line with a chance to ice it.
Ole Miss played hard. Give them credit. They fought. Tired basketball team. They get the Razorbacks, much more talented team, to overtime.
Brazil 15-10 today. First free throw, in and out, no good. They put 0.6 of a second back on the clock, too. There's 1.6 to play. Arkansas just been unable to make that 1 free throw.
Yeah, make this one right here. Put it up 3. Make this free throw.
Second one by Brazil is up. That one's good. 93-90. Ole Miss does not have a timeout. They will insert James Scott into the lineup. He'll replace Malik Dia. They've got to throw it from one end to the other. And then they'd have to make a 3 in a second and a half.
Don't foul a 3-point shooter. Don't foul.
So it's going to be Jiffa to throw it in. Gets it ahead. Perry heaves it from midcourt. No good, and Arkansas wins. Arkansas survives. And the Razorbacks are headed to the championship round of the conference tournament for the first time since 2017. Take a deep breath, Hog fans. This was not easy.
No, it wasn't. And a great job, Ole Miss, fighting like that. We're a lot better team than them. We didn't play great at times today, but the Razorbacks get it done in overtime, 93-90. You'll take it. Wow, it's always great to advance to the conference tournament championship game. I've gotten to do it several times. It's a big deal, folks, and we're one win away from winning only the second SEC tournament in Razorback history, all the way back to Nolan Richardson in 2000.
Chris Beard, John Calipari met at midcourt, and Chris Beard did some coaching this week and did some coaching in advance of Ole Miss arriving because they didn't have a lot to play for. In fact, they really didn't have anything to play for in the grand scheme of things other than pride and the desire to get back.